What's happening, gang? What's going on today? How's everyone doing? Excuse me. Hopefully, everyone's doing good this fine Sunday morning. On the screen, we have the Eggs Benedict. Um, yeah, the holidays was a little runnier than I would have liked it, but what are you gonna do? Maybe a little too much lemon. But what do you get? It happens. Even a lucha can mess up a sauce here and there. But it was still delicious. Poached eggs, Canadian bacon, some fresh spring greens, and some toast or English muffin with an apple maple sausage and some bacon. Hard to beat for a breakfast. It's hard to beat for a breakfast. The link is in the chat, and I'll pin it again. I'll put it in there again. But pinned at the top is the link for the American Diabetes Association. We're trying to send some kids to diabetes camp, and it links to a page for the Step Out Walk, which is what I'm using to. That way, the money goes directly to the American Diabetes Association. YouTube doesn't take a cut. No suspicious activity on my part. So I don't need to be called out by any grifters. And we get hopefully send some kids to camp. So we've got Patel Philippe in the chat. He's reminding everyone to upvote. Yes, this is a free stream. We ask that you subscribe and upvote. That is our intent. We have JD in Montreal. He said he upvoted. Let's go, Lucha. JB's in the stream. Yo. Logan Hall is here. It's Lucha time. Johnson, EDC. Good morning, sir. Good morning again, JB. And JD in Montreal says he is a Brock Lesnar kind of guy. Nice. Reminds everyone to say good morning. Let's see. Gorilla Time says JD Montreal, Tim will go mad if he see you here. I don't care. Wherever you want to go. What are you gonna do? Watch it. Brian says Mathis made the intro, Brian. He said this intro is so long, I forgot what I had for breakfast. Think. Breakfast is an important meal. JD in Montreal says, "Hey, girl, you screwed me once again." Wow. Done with the old, in with the new. Cheers. Yeah, there you go. Gorilla saying hello to Tim. Always good to see Tim Zeal in the chat. Good man. Cool cars, neat watches. We've got Cabby Lake. My clicker thing here on StreamYard is disappointing today. Good morning, Ken. Representing Toronto. Cool. How's everyone doing today? We've got Collector Invest popping on. What's going on, Collector Invest? How are you?
Good.
Good? Having a good day. You're the guy who does the cosplay stuff from last week, right?
I do cosplay and all that.
Yeah.
I collect a lot of other things.
Okay. What kind of watches do you collect?
Oh, Timexes and all sorts of other watches. Whatever.
Okay.
Actually, the top of the brands per year.
Yeah. We got BW. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to Gorilla. Yeah, it's afternoon for Gorilla. Where are you located, Collector?
Missouri.
Missouri. The Truman was from Missouri, right? Rufus says, "Morning, Lucha. Good-looking breakfast this fine July morning. F1 just started in England. Hey, F1. I'm wearing my Ayrton Senna shirt. I dug that
You
out.
know, breakfast has been invented in the Depression era.
Hmm. That would make sense. Grill of time with all these people here. An amazing
Basically,
Sunday and blessed week.
basically, the bacon companies want to sell their bacon, so they
Mm,
decide to do breakfast.
yeah. Well, always something. Let's see. JD Montreal says Timmy screwed me. Sorry, I girly banned me on O'Sheen channel. I'm a member on top of it, and my chats and super chats are good. Oh man, that stinks. He is the super mod over there. At least he used to be. So, I guess that makes some kind of sense. What'd you have for
Oh,
breakfast this morning, Collector Invest?
nothing. I don't eat breakfast.
No breakfast. Damn.
On the diet.
Yeah. Diets are good.
I may have like one toast, and that's all I eat.
Okay. So I do very few carbs with a long time. So they got the English muffin underneath there, but mainly protein. It helps with the type 1 diabetes. Grill time reminding everyone, honestly, that everyone's welcome here and the colony. Have fun and cheers. Absolutely. Try and make this a beautiful place, a fun place, happy place, no loyalty tests. I am the only mod here. So that makes it easy. So what's going on, guys? What's happening out there in the world of the chat? Drop the link if anybody wants to pop on. We're going to talk a little bit about Rolex and Omegas and JLCs and whatever else you wanted to talk about today. Title of the stream was Have I Ever Banned Anyone? Yeah, there was a couple people early because I got spammed a little bit. And then there was um, it was either Tim or Cam where it was in the chat being douchey, so I banned them because, well, um, what are you gonna do? Girl time reminding everyone to hit that upvote button. We got 19 people watching. How many upvotes we got? Because 2 of them are mine. Let's see. We got 15, so really that's 13. So we got 6, 7 people need to hit the upvote button. Cabby Lake says, Mark, do you like the new Zenith Extreme Diver, that or the Planet Ocean? So the new Zenith Extreme Diver, here we'll pull one of those up here so you guys can see what we're talking about. But anybody who's a friend of the channel already knows that this turned me off of the Zenith brand. I actually sold my Zenith Defy after seeing the new diver they came out. Let's see if we can't pull one up here.
I was outbid on a watch on eBay.
Uh-oh. What kind of watch?
A Seiko.
Seiko's good brand. So I had a Zenith Defy Skyline, and I was so
Seiko
depressed.
Passage.
Presage.
Presage.
Yeah, it's a good watch. Nice dress watch.
Blue dial.
Mm-hmm. That's a classic. But when they came out with this extreme diver, I was just really upset. First off, I wasn't a big fan of the look. Wasn't a big fan of the hands, the indices, the 12-sided bezel with a round turning bezel around it. Didn't do anything for me. And it looked like they were trying to, like everything that Zenith has done lately, for the most part, looks like they're trying to look like things that other people are doing. Specifically, AP. And I love the Zenith Defy Skyline. I was like, wow. And I actually saw that the prices were really coming down on them. So I got out while the getting was good. While I was able to get out and make a couple bucks on mine, I moved on and I replaced that. That was a blue watch. So I replaced that with the Aquaterra Summer Blue 75th Anniversary Edition Aquaterra.
There was actually another watch that I was looking at too on eBay.
What was that?
The catch-up Timex.
Oh, the catch-up, yeah. Another great watch.
Vintage
Timex.
Timexes
Yeah.
are good.
Yeah, and they've been doing a lot of stuff. They've been leaning back into their past. Been doing a lot of stuff. Kevin, do you like that Zenith? There's a lot of things I liked about my Skyline, but it was just time. It's time to move on. Now, I will say I am a big fan of a couple of the Planet Oceans. A couple models in the Planet Ocean series. So we'll pull those up, show you what I like there. Because they're great watches. Share this tab. We'll go to Seamaster, Planet Ocean. So when you get into the Planet Ocean series, there's actually a few watches in this series that could be possibly my next. First, we'll just start at the top since it's at the top. The Seamaster Planet Ocean 6,000 meter ultra deep. I like this watch. It looks much better when you see real pictures of it and such rather than these advertising shots. But I like the dial layout. I like the bezel. I like that it's huge. Let's see what they have to say about it.
That's a nice watch anyway.
Yeah.
I guess you're a Omega fan.
There it is, the ultra deep 6,000 meters. This was part of that race to get to the deepest part of the Marianas Trench when they were going up against Rolex. And so the Rolex version of this would be like the James Cameron, the Sea Dweller James Cameron. But I like this watch a lot. It's got some. These pictures don't do it justice. You saw it a little bit better in the video, but the watch has a lot of eyeball. I'm never going to dive more than 20 feet, so that's not good. It's a titanium watch. It's thick. Where's the specs? Let's look at the specs here on this thing. It's a big watch. Got a 51.9, basically a 52 lug to lug, which is fine. I can wear that easy. It's 18.1 thick, so it's almost 5 millimeters. Well, 4.5 millimeters thicker than my Seamaster 300 Professional. It's got a 45.5 case diameter. It's made of Omega steel. It has the titanium case back. It's an 8912, so it will have the jump hour hand. 60 hours of power reserve, domed, protuberant, and scratch resistant sapphire crystal with anti reflective treatment on both sides. They call the dial color blue, but it's kind of a fume where it darkens out at the edges, which I like. It goes from blue to a real dark navy, I almost say to a black. The bezel's cool. It's just a cool watch. Like I said, if I was going to pick a Gorilla Side says it's a big boy, Lucha. It is a big boy. Oh, thanks, JD. I'm assuming you're talking about my Summer Blue. Thank you. It's a great watch. Show it again. You guys can see it. We were talking about the new Aquaterras yesterday. Some of the things that I prefer about this versus the other, and the other versus the new one versus. But the big thing I prefer is the brushed case side. The new one has the real polished. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Yeah, it's hard to beat. So Orca says, are you leaning toward that over the James Cameron? I toss those up both all the time, Orco. I love them both for different reasons, but we'll see. We'll see where I end up. That's just a big, still big. Nobody wants to see that big ugly mug. JD says, love the blue. DM Jameson, hope you're enjoying the new Mitos that you picked up. Mito, underrated Swatch Group brand. I always say that people think of Tissot obviously a lot. They think of Hamilton a lot. It's kind of that entry luxury tier of Swatch Group brands. But I always say Certina and Mito make really interesting watches at a really good price. I have looked at the gold watches sometimes. It tells us, Mark, have you ever pursued the Omega website and filtered only gold watches and then asked yourself if this is real?
Don't forget about Hellsbros.
Yes, Hellsbros as well.
Hellsbros was bought out by Hamilton.
Yes. Cabby Lake says Certina, underrated search group too. Yeah. Certina and Mito do not get the love. I'm telling you, the Mito, it's the multi-fork Patrimonium Blue. I think that watch is great. I like some of their dive stuff. They do some chronometers at a great price, and they do. They've got a real wide variety of their catalog, and it's as Mr. DM here is saying, oh yeah, Mito may be like a gateway drug. It is. The kind of Mito, Certina, Hamilton, Tissot. Those are all they get you out of that smartwatch habit and into automatics. I mean, they're solid watches with that Powermatic 80 that they manipulate for all the different ones, but they're great gateway entry level pieces, and they're good looking. We do not give them the love that they should get. I said this a little bit on the 4th, but if we don't support people getting into the hobby, and there are people that will just bash brands they don't like, or entry level brands, but is it who's going to get into the hobby? Who are we leaving the hobby in the hands of if we aren't supporting people?
There's also Van Baron.
Yeah, that's another one. But so going back into here, so other Planet Oceans that I like. So there's this, somebody had, I can't remember who it was, on their Instagram, put a picture of this watch up the other day, and I was just like, oh, it's so good. The creamsicle is so good. I don't know what I would wear it with all that orange and white, but what a fabulous looking piece. What a cool, look at it. It's so good. That orange ceramic bezel just makes me happy. It's definitely a happy watch. And the other Planet Ocean that I've always been kind of a fan of, let me find it here, because there's so many Omegas. That's the biggest problem with Omega. There's just too many. This is another 45.5 millimeter case. This is the Planet Ocean 600 meter bicompact chrono. Tasty watch. Tasty looking watch. They just do a nice job with their finishing, with their dials, with their just everything. I just like them. People complain about the helium escape valve. I think the helium escape valve is just something that you expect to see on them now.
Here's another vintage brand that you never think of is RiceCon. Or
Yeah, that's another one.
I put a picture in the chat.
Yeah. Cabby Lake says the Certina DS GMT green and black bezel. Yeah, that I just saw that. That just came out. That's nice. The Mito Ocean Star GMT. Another great watch for kind of an entry level GMT with the quick set hour hand. It's a true GMT, traveler's GMT, if you will. My Watch channel reminding us that Freddie Mercury once asked, "Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality." You like the? Is that the? You like the small second Aquaterra, Billy? Is that what you're talking about? They do make that. I like small second too, but the dial on these watches is so clean. I just kind of always go for the kind of the standard three-hander. Where is the small second? Jeez, again, so many watches. So here it is in a small second. This is kind of like my watch, but in a small seconds. It's blue with the rubber strap. Also very nice looking. The minute track on these is off colored, so it doesn't match the rest of the watch. I think it has wonderful rubber strap, and I like the way that the strap doesn't hang out. It buckles under the strap. It fits so good. Yeah, so here I'll make, again, do the big thing again so you guys can see this. But the strap on the Omega, so when you close it, so it's easy to fit. You don't have to cut it. It snaps in. Some people say it's bulky, but I've never really noticed that. But if you look at the minute track on mine, it is a sunken minute track like the small seconds, but it's not. It's not a different color like on the small seconds one, so it doesn't make that stark contrast like on that. Like I have this. This works the same way. So my Seamaster 300M, I have on the Omega Mesh. That works the same way, where it folds underneath. You see the thickness on that's like, I think it's around 13 and a half. And that Ultra Deep, Planet Ocean Ultra Deep comes in at 18.1. It's a big, thick, chunky monkey of a watch. Cabby likes the Zenith, but worried about the rubber orange bezel. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that. Ceramic 39.5, Planet Ocean is nice. Yeah, they do a nice job with those watches. And they're really not badly priced. You can find them on the gray at significant discounts. Mental Sock says these will be on mega clearance soon time. I didn't even know soon time was a word. Well, there you go. Mental Sock. Mark, do fines still exist at those off-highway flea markets for wristwatches? I'm sure so. I'm sure people still find stuff. I don't know how the time nor the patience for such.
And then there's the older Bolovian.
The older Bolovos. Yeah, those are
The
good too.
older Bolovias before they got bought out.
Yeah. Buckley reminding me to buy a fucking Rolex.
Rolex is a good brand, but they're hyper
Absolutely.
inflated.
Well, they're very hype. They're very hype. My finest feet warmers come from Joseph A. Bank. There you go. Very nice. Who doesn't like a good foot warmer? Well, he says the small second Tucker is a nice watching, but
Tucker is a good brand.
yeah, there's a lot of good brands.
A lot of good
A lot of
brands.
good stuff out there. But to answer the question at hand, if I had to pick between the new Zenith and the Planet Ocean, it would definitely be some sort of Planet Ocean. Done with Zenith. I'm very, very depressed at their catalog and how everything just really looks like something else. I mean, here let's look at the new. We've got a new pilot automatic. I mean, what's this supposed to look like? You know, it's everything is like a homage with Zenith right now. It's creepy. Everything is a homage watch. That's the new Pilot Automatic Boutique Edition in blue. It's not its bad looking watch. It's just, and they do it in the chronograph as well. But seriously, why does everything have to look like something else? I mean, it's getting ridiculous with Zenith. The chronomaster. You know, what are these supposed to look like? I know they supplied the Daytona movement for a long time, but geez, Pete, so many of these just look so homagey. You know, I know they do a little bit different color in here and stuff in that, but yeah, at the end of the day, you know, unless you're looking at something like the one that your artifact got that has that kind of homage feel, you know, or not that link to their past, you know, call iconic. But yeah, I mean, so many of these just look like they're just trying so hard. We don't have an inflatable tube, man. So I don't know. I don't really know any off the highway used car salesmen. I work in a new car dealership. So simple things I would not know, mental stock. I'm sorry. I'm going to drop the link in case anybody wants to pop on the stream. We've got 23 people watching. A small. Let's see. Billy says the small seconds Omega is about 6,600. The least, the cheapest you can get is about 55. Not much of a discount. The rest of me get a good discount. That one seems to hold the price. Yeah. So the rest of the line you can get a steeper discount on. They don't. You don't see the small set even when you're in a mega boutique. You might have one. It's not a super popular piece that they do. So I don't know if that would be the way to go or not. I would recommend a rubber strap if you're going full north with no doors on your Jeep because it's just better. It's just better. Speaking of things that are just better, we have Brian, the Luca pipe.
I was too lazy to change the name. Just figured change the picture.
There you go.
Yeah, be a badass. That's right. That's right. I can body slam you and not dump my pipe.
And not empty your pipe. That's good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how's it going in Florida today, Brian?
Well, to quote Robin Williams in Good Morning Vietnam, the weather outside is hot and shitty, followed by more hot and shitty, and then rain and hot and shitty.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm saddened to hear that you are disillusioned with the Zenith brand now.
Are you? Why is that?
Comment.
Yeah.
I like your comment about your weather.
Yes.
I'm very saddened by that, Mark.
Why is that, Brian? Did you just buy a Zenith?
No, I'm not that stupid.
You should buy a Timex.
Yes, everyone should.
But no, I'm just sad because you were kind of the unique holdout in our little community that admired this spastic running weird seconds hand.
It's true. I still like it, but geez, oh Pete, Brian. What is it? Can they come up with? I don't know. They're killing me.
I'll tell you, sad.
BW says for a change, the F1 race is a cracker. Who's winning? BW, who's winning? Omega is better than Zenith any day. I always like Omega better than Zenith, but I like Zenith.
Let's not go crazy.
We'll try not to get insane, but I would say I like JLC better than Zenith right now.
There you go. You know what else? I'm finally going through a whole pile of, not a whole pile, but like a sandwich bag full of coins left over from my dead relatives that we've been toting around for years now.
And let me tell you, coins are worth money.
Not the old coins that I've got, because I'm using one of those apps that you can get online.
Oh yeah.
And I had 1 cent coin that was worth less than a penny.
Oops.
What is it?
They didn't leave you very good coins.
No, it was an old beat up old penny that was kind of squashed and said based off condition -1 cent. I was like, huh? Okay.
Dude, jeez. That's bad.
Actually, it would be melted.
Yeah.
I think it would cost more to melt it
than it's worth.
Just hold on to that one. Just put it in like a melt pile. Make some kind of like neat little item out of it. Like you melt them, you can make like kind of like a ginormous watch statue.
We used to let the trains run them over and flatten them out.
Yeah, until it shoots out and somebody pops an eye out.
Well, it's always, is it really any fun if there isn't a chance of that, Brian?
I know. We had to be careful of that at Disneyland when I worked there, because people would run across they'd jump over onto the track and try to put a penny down and wait for the train to come by.
Yes.
And we had to watch out for the stupid people, which I thought was dumb anyway. If they're too stupid to get out of the way of a train, well, they don't deserve to walk on the earth anymore.
Yeah, that's true. So Billy says if
you can melt the penny down. Like you can throw a bunch of pennies that are not in great condition, and you can turn them into like a little statue. That would be kind of cool to make a statue to hold watches.
Yeah, statues are great. Billy says if you buy a Zenith, you better get at least 50% off. So when I bought my Zenith, it was what, like 4 or 5 months old, and I think I watched listed for around 10.5, and I bought it for 5. So yeah, and then I sold it for 55. So I actually made out okay on it, but it was definitely something to be to think about. Logan Hall says, I smushed pennies with my dad all the time growing up. Yeah, back when there used to be trains. Now, all my railroad tracks locally are rails to trails or bike paths, and walking paths. Hard to find a place to smush a train. I will tell you, when I worked at White Swan Amusement Park, when there was such a thing, of all the injuries and people that got hurt or anything on a ride, the one person got killed, and it was on the train. Because there was a school picnic, and these kids kept jumping on and off the train, and they kept, and the one kid come running up, grabbed onto a pole, and missed, swinging his legs up, and got cut in half.
Ladies and gentlemen, social Darwinism at its best.
Yes. Cut him right now.
There's
Yeah,
a nice
left to right or top to
coin
bottom?
Never seen.
Hey, chat, I tend to agree with little sympathy for people hit on the train track. Yeesh. Yeah, people get hit by train. I'm always curious about it because
There's an old coin that you never see.
Oh, there you go. What's that?
It's a 1932 rack coin.
Ah, very cool.
And it's very rare.
Yeah, looks like it.
So I decided what I'm going to do with all these coins that don't that have no real value is I'm going to put them in a box and save them for my granddaughter, because I figure by the time she's a teenager or something, coins may be a thing of the past anyway.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah,
it would actually be worth something at that point.
Coins will be probably worth, like, if you just check and see, just build a binder. Put the best coins in the better binders, and then put all the worst coins in the worst binders.
I'm going to put all these coins in a bag and then in a shoebox.
Perfect. I think that's a perfect plan, Brian.
Because
maybe I'll put it in a Rolex box.
Ah, even better.
Oh yeah, then she'll be pissed off. She'll think, "Oh shit, there's a Rolex in here," and open
a really heavy Rolex.
Yeah, it's a bag full of old shitty coins.
This must be platinum. It's heavy.
Hey, you should melt the ones that are worth less than a cent. And make all
I think is a better
watch case.
Yeah. I've never seen this before. My dad did that too, pushing the coins. But did you ever find the metal tape with holes in it to make a whistle from? Dad showed us that too. I don't think I ever did that either. Logan Hall says him either. I don't know.
You make a watch out.
Stock wants to know, Brian LaPipe, what is the best blend of pipe tobacco to puff like they did back in the days of the OK Corral?
Any old Virginia cigarette tobacco, because back then that's all they had.
Ah, there you go. See? This is the thing. We learn things.
There's a lot of different brands in the old days.
Yeah.
Most of them got bought out by bigger and bigger companies.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Call it condense.
Yep. It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. So what have you been wearing, Brian? You've gotten rid of so many watches. What's been your main Florida
Well, on the 4th of July, I wore the Meteorite Pepsi because it's red, white, and blue.
That's right. I think you did say that.
Yeah. Yesterday, I wore a watch because I bought a strap for it that I can't talk about yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I wore the left-hand drive on Wednesday because we were babysitting, and I thought, well, that's a good watch to wear if you get anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
What was I wearing?
Here's a watch I've been wearing.
Ah, very nice. Everyone loves the G-Shock.
There's another watch that I got that I can't talk about yet. I've been wearing. I actually, Brody's asking if I still have the ceramic Laureato, and I do.
Nice.
And I wore that about 5 or 6 days ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I made myself a promise that once I got trimmed down like this, I wanted to make sure that I wore each watch. Yeah, so rotate through them so that nothing is just sitting there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, then you have a bunch of Zeniths and Omegas, and you think you're cool, but you just have shit in the box.
Oh man, see how you get?
Oh, did I say that?
Man, that just makes me feel bad.
Oh no, you actually have. You actually made his channel go away. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I'll get him banned.
Get banned by saying bad words.
Mr. G is in the house. Mr. G, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Always good to see G. Metal Sock says his favorite independent brand is Breitling.
Breitling is basically been down a lot. But there
People
might
bash on it. Breitling is like Hublot. People like to bash on it. They make some nice watches.
The older Breitlings are better.
Mathis is in the house. He says, Collector Invest, good morning, other panelists. Get to work. Not working hard enough for Mathis. Brody says, looking at black ceramic watches lately, I think the Laureato is the best bang for the buck.
Yeah, you can't really find a full ceramic bracelet and watch. Yeah, especially in that price range.
Mr. G says, F Brian, don't listen to him like I do.
I agree. I concur. I cannot argue that.
Billy says 29 people watching and 29 upvotes. Very good. I appreciate that, guys. Like I said, we don't ask a lot of you guys here. Just a subscription and an upvote. We're simple. Keep it simple. Todd Kent says, I just don't like the GP because of TPG. Yeah. Didn't he do that? Was it TPG that did the buyback at like 120% or something like that deal? Or was that luxury?
Yeah, that was his exaggeration for that month.
Okay.
Yeah. But he also tried to corner the market on all these Laureato skeletons and bedazzled ones and tried to run them up, and then Roman Sharf got stuck with one.
It's crazy. Link drop there, George Voorhees. Mental Stock says, Lucha, if you walked into Panerai and said, look, I want to drop $250K today, would they offer you Italian citizenship on the spot? Yeah, probably. That might be you might be able to buy yourself into the officer corps of the Navy and get a free Panerai. I'm not sure. Not sure exactly how that works. George Voorhees in the chat. The link is dropped. Speaking of George,
good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Oh, God.
Oh, there it is. Hold on.
There you go, folks.
There it is, folks.
The rest in the week. There you go.
That's
and I thought I would just add a little bit of color commentary here.
Okay.
Mostly color. Well, you guys were talking about coins, right?
Yeah. You got some coins?
Let's just say I'm a huge collector.
God.
So here we go.
Mark, I'd like to apologize to you right now. I'm sorry. don't ban me for this. This could be worse than pen talk.
Oh man, I love a good pen talk.
Yeah. So let me put my gloves on because I'll show the punchers my other hobby.
Yes,
which is also just as sick as as the watch collecting. And just so I can't show everything, but let me see if I can pull this up to the punchers, just so you guys could see.
Oh,
yeah.
That looks like some serious coins.
That is one of my couple of boxes.
Couple of boxes of coins.
Yeah, and they're all graded in numismatic. So I'm into history.
Exactly, Carolyn.
So here we go. There's some 1924.
Nice.
Let me go by alphabet numbers here. 1925.
Yeah.
Some more 1925s. And
what are those
27s? These are St. Gaudens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe
those are expensive coins.
Yeah.
Well,
isn't that
they're made out of gold.
Yeah. And some of these are like steak tartare rare.
Oh wow.
So yeah. So I've got an 1856 Flying Eagle 1 cent penny. That is one of my pride of my collection. And it is quite the piece, actually, for those who are into numismatic coins.
George, I have to say though, when you move over to the side like that, all I can think of is you saying that picture behind you looks like Curly.
Yeah, it is Curly, all right. Yeah,
I can't get it out of my head.
It is correct. Yeah, it is correct. And here's another little pricey little coin right here for those who know. Yeah, for those who. Yeah. So
I buy. They only made so many.
Right. Like Mr. G says, I also buy digital coins. So
yes,
here's a rare one from Hawaii from 1847.
Oh, geez.
This was, and most of these were bought about like 15, 20 years ago. So
okay.
So I'm pretty sure that the prices have quite a bit increased over the years. Yeah. I'm just looking through some of these that
go up, some coins go down. Depends on where the market is at.
Like watches.
So yeah, I just thought I'd show a few of these. There's
something with
I'm trying to pick a few that are kind of interesting that the punchers might like, but
absolutely.
Sorry to move into this sick hobby, but another my wife calls it another mental illness. Let me see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is an ultra rare coin right here.
Whoa.
This is a $1 coin from back in 1853.
Whoa.
Yeah. So let me see what else I've got. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to let you know this was the value of this coin back in about 20 years ago.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
And you've got how many of those?
Oh, I've got this one I've only got one or two. But,
yeah.
Morgan's. Oh, I've got the whole Carson City lineup. I don't have it here.
Okay.
The only reason why I have this for right now is I was just doing a little inventory over the weekend of what I have and what I'd like to get. So, but basically these are going back to where they originally belong. So let me see. Is there anything else that's cool that you guys might like to see? I'm trying to look through some of this stuff, but yeah, it's, like I said, it's another crazy hobby.
Another crazy hobby.
Yeah. What do you do, right? What do you do? This is 1915 S Panama Pacific Canal, which was when the Panama Canal was started. Yeah. So let's see. There's some good stuff in here. 18.
Watchers on Wood says any sovereigns or Britannias.
I've got a lot of that stuff.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. So here's a 5-cent coin that's worth a little bit more than 5 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say. Who is that? Geronimo in there, or is it Sitting Bull? Or
I believe it is the Sitting Bull. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to look for some really like cool and rare stuff. Let's see. Got a whole bunch of Olympic crap. Yeah.
Oh, did I hear Omega?
See. No. God no.
God no, he says.
That's even worse than this part of the show right now, bro. This part of the show got derailed. I don't know who started talking about.
We blame Brian.
Yeah. We started talking about coins. It's always Brian's fault.
Yes. Hey, listen. Most of the time when you guys blame me for what's gone wrong, it's wrong. But this time you're right. So never mind.
Yeah. This has gone way off the deep end. So,
JT Harry says any Indian half eagles.
I do have them, but I don't have any of these. Yeah, I don't have. Let me see. I thought I saw one. Hold on. Let me see if I could find it. Indian half eagle. Well, here I'm part Indian, so does that count? I don't know.
You're a real Indian, though. You're not mislabeled.
Yeah. Exactly. No mislabeling here. You know? You have to excuse me. I went for a 4-mile walk, and
nice.
Part of my trainer's regimen, and I just came back. So I have a 1908 2.5 Indian head.
Oh wow!
Which is super rare. So yeah. So this is like I said. I'll show you guys my Morgan dollars, and I don't do peace dollars. Those are the only ones I don't have. And I have Carson City, Morgans and all the good stuff. So I've got some cool stuff, but obviously they're not here. They're never kept at home or anything like that. But Monday morning these go far away, and that's about it. So I thought I'd just kind of bring some stuff up that
we appreciate that.
Some of the punters might like to see in terms of like 100%. Hobbies and different aspects to collection and so let's see.
Watch Some Wood says, do you have any preference over holding bullion physically or via EFT trackers?
I'm actually I usually, for my personal, I like to hold it. If you don't own it, you don't. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. So other than for Bitcoin. So other than for Bitcoin. Yeah. So like I said, I can show you some stuff that like I said, watches are for me like my third hobby. It's not like even close to my first or second. I'm a collector of stone, precious stones.
You said that before.
So one day I'll have to take you back home outside the area and see if I could do a stream from the vault or something, because there's no way I could take that out.
You can't.
So
no. Insurance company would not be happy.
Oh God, they're having a heart attack right now. But I have to actually do this every so often, just so I have an inventory for insurance purposes.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's all, this is all a sick hobby, and you go down different routes, and you meet different people in your life, and they all kind of, talk shit in your ear, and next thing you know, you're dabbling in the same thing as them, And it started off with precious stones, and then it morphed into coins, and then it kind of got in. Well, watches have always been on a side thing, but
Buckley says, "See that? Collectors collect shit. It's a secret."
well,
George, show us your Beanie Babies.
Yeah, well, I don't have any Beanie Babies, that's for sure, but artwork, all this stuff. It's very crap. It's a debilitating illness,
It is. Collecting stuff is. Mental Socks is very cool, George. It is. Those are cool coins. I think it's interesting to see stuff like that. Like when we do pens and coins. I don't know. I like see what people do.
I don't, George, I don't understand anything you're talking about, and I cannot explain the 10 by 12 room that I have for displaying all the Disney shit that I got piled up.
Hey, Brian, you might appreciate this, but I have an original. I don't know if you've heard of Ivan Earl.
Yeah.
You've heard of Ivan Earl, right?
Yeah.
So I have an original painting in my master bedroom of his.
I saw you talking about it on one of the streams where you were unboxing something. Yeah. Ivan Earl is an Academy Award winning scenic designer and background artist that Disney actually solicited him away from other studios to come work for him.
So yeah, I'm a huge fan of his, and I was able to get an original from him before he passed away. So I have that double matted and in my master bedroom. One day I'll send you a photo, Brian. You might appreciate it. I don't think nobody else will, but like I said, this is all just a hobby, and this is for fun and entertainment.
So, my watch channel wants to know, George, which is the deeper rabbit hole? Coins or gems?
Well, let me just say this: if I had to rank them, number one is gems, because that's a crazy. I think me and him talked about that a while back. We met for lunch and we talked about that. Once you go down that rabbit hole, it's a whole different thing. I think I said the story about one of my mentors years ago who got me into precious stones, and he was a Holocaust survivor.
Oh,
did I
no
discuss that story? Okay, so back
not
in
here
Nazi Germany, so back in Nazi Germany, his mom and dad used to own a jewelry store in Germany, and during the time of the Nazis, they fled Germany into Switzerland at the time. And he would tell me the story. We were having dinner. We were just, we met. He had a shop for years in La Jolla, and some of his clients included the Vanderbilt family, Melinda Gates, Carlos Slim, who's like Carlos Slim Hughes, one of the, like a billionaire in Mexico. So he's very popular. He passed away recently, but anyways, we were having dinner in La Jolla, and he was telling me the story about how his sister and himself escaped Nazis. Basically, his mom and dad would bribe the Nazi officers along the way with precious stones. So they would give each Nazi officer like a bag of like rubies, emeralds, diamonds, sapphires. And he would, they would give that to just get on the train, and they got into Switzerland. So he always tells, when he told me that story, he says, I don't invest in real estate, stocks, bonds, or anything like that. He said, the only thing I have that's of investment quality is a Patek Philippe. And it's just a regular Calatrava he was wearing back in those days. And he said, but only thing I do know is that, precious stones saved my life. And, and it's maybe a good idea to have a small percentage of your values in precious stones. So be it,
Oh man. Wood said, the only reason I collect watches now rather than cars is because they take up less space and I can use them all day, every day.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So he was a big proponent of precious stones, and and he was very much into that, and a good guy, good man. So, but
Frank Cannon says a live stream from the vault sounds nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to have some security and some other issues. I don't think the bank is going to look too kindly on that.
No,
we'll see. We'll see. But the reality is like I like Brian. We have a lot of different interests that we go down the rabbit hole with. And unfortunately, drinking and gambling and hasn't been, or smoking a tobacco pipe hasn't exactly come to the top of the list yet. So,
the space that I've got for all the tobacco that I've amassed,
huge.
So like only
the kids
imagine.
At work, I call them the kids because they're like in their 30s, but they collect cards. Not so much sports cards, but these gaming cards, and they go.
Oh yeah.
And they send them out to be rated, and they're always buying, selling, and trading them. And they think it's funny that I like watches, and I'm like, you guys spend way more. If you look at what you guys spend in a year on cards, it's way more than what I spend on watches.
Well, the interesting thing is like my staff, they spend like you wouldn't believe on some of the cars that they have, and they put new fancy rims on there. They do like the fancy tires, and I'm just looking at them. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting, and they tell me how much it is, and I'm like shocked, because I still have the factory tires and the factory rims on all my cars.
Billy says those are some really nice coins. I don't have any coins, but I think it's probably better than watches because they don't make the coin again, and watches they make millions. Yeah, I mean it depends. It's like anything. Like they don't make millions of that De Bethune.
Somebody say De Bethune.
Did somebody say De Bethune? That watch is so nice, George. Now, did you wear that on the walk, or did you put it on when you came back?
I actually did not wear this on the walk because my trainer wants me to wear my Apple Watch,
Oh, okay.
Ban, lifetime ban.
Well, let me tell you something, Mark. Brian, she could kick all of our asses. And
yes.
I'm not banning. Easy. I'm not banning her. I'm banning you.
Oh, I know it. But as soon as I got home, I put it down and told her what I did and things like that. So she likes to see all that. She's an interesting lady, that's for sure. She was in what is it? I think I said she was in
MMA or something.
No. The American what do you call it?
American Ninja Warrior.
Yes.
That's right.
She did. Yeah, and she did real well. So.
Well, that's the kind of person you want as a trainer, that's for sure.
Oh boy, yeah. Her and her husband are both, and she's like a registered. She's like a nurse as well. So
and don't forget about the reserve list cards off of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
those are kind of like cards that Wizards of the Coast can't reprint,
right?
Unless they get sued.
Dear Artifact says, "Good morning, gentlemen. I hope everyone is well today. I hope you're well, dear Artifact. Always love to see the artifacts in the chat." Watch on Wood says, I listened to Theo Fennell, British Egyptian silversmith, and he talks about some of the oddball gems he bought years ago that were unpopular then or now are a fortune. Yeah, you never know what's going to go up. Brody says that George also collects the Fitbits.
No, I haven't had a Fitbit in a long time. But let me see.
Fitbits? I never heard of them.
Yeah, it's like an Apple Watch without all the stuff.
Oh, Apple Watch?
Yeah. Ken says, I can't get into gyms because of the labs. Oh, Bucky wants to see a picture of your trainer, George. He says,
let me see if I could. She is a badass. I don't want to dox her, but
what people don't know about George is
yeah. But then I'll be kind of doxing myself.
I gotta work on my house.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see you, Collector Invest.
What people don't know about George is he paid his way through school by playing Pokemon professionally.
Professional Pokemon.
Yes, 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 yes. I was gonna show a video of her doing some weights, but the only problem is that she's got like, let me see if I could hide it. But she's quite an impressive lady. She teaches grit. I do grit. I do weights, cardio with her. I do. She does the cycle, the Stericycle, or whatever you call that. Yeah. And so let me see if I could hide her name right up here.
Buckley's very curious. He's like, let's see it.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Let me just get some tape and see if I can hide her name and you could see.
Brian, what's your trainer look like?
A coffee maker and a pile of pipe tobacco.
I watch channel. Walking is great exercise.
She's a very, like, how can I say, very strict about exercising, and she makes me do stuff like, like in the mornings before it gets really hot over here, especially on a Sunday. So she's like, get up and go for your 3.5, 4 mile walk, and then let me know what your heart rate is and all this stuff. And I'm like,
George, let me just clarify something quickly with a few questions here. You are married, right?
I am.
Yeah, you're married, and now your trainer, you pay her for her to train you, right? So you have a wife, and now you're paying another woman to tell you to get up off of your ass and do shit when you already have one at home that would do that for free, right?
Yeah, but the funny story is she also trains my wife.
Well, okay.
Yeah. So let me see. I think I'm able to put her name off here, but let's see if I could show you. She is a total badass. Let me see. Put this cam. Here we go. This is my trainer. Yeah.
Oh.
And she, takes it to the next level. Trust me. Endurance. If you're looking for endurance, that's she's really like into this stuff. She's basically a full-time trainer, part-time nurse. So and she's really like one of the best trainers I've ever had, actually.
Nice.
She knows just about everything about diet because she's a nurse, and she has a degree in exercise and sports physiology. So she just, pretty badass. Let me see. Oh, here we go. You guys might like this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How come she's not doing
she could easily bench press like 150 to 170 like 20 times easily. She's really buff.
But she's not doing the push up and clap thing.
Yeah, she's a warrior, all right.
Buckley says, "I know that back. That's Diego."
Yeah. She's a freaking crazy, actually, and she's really, like I said, she's really into it, which makes it even more fun, So it makes her. Oh, here we go. Buckley might like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Reminds me of Cam, doesn't it?
Yeah. Not quite.
Yeah, she is badass, So
I was really confused for a minute. I thought we were watching Cam, possibly.
Yeah. And let's see. Let me see. There's another video. This is pretty cool. Let's see. Let me see this one because she posts them. Oh, here we go. A little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this is her. She does this all day long.
She kick your butt, George, if you don't do
Oh
what
my
she
God, oh my God, she does this all day long, and she, does classes and everything, like from like 8 a.m. until like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So
My watch channel says that her forearms are bigger than Cam's thighs.
oh Jesus, and this is her husband, and he trains, and this is her as well, and her husband are like tag team, and her husband is badass too. And
Damn,
she, like I said, this is like every day.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
George, we went on a cruise that left out of Seattle about 2 years ago, and
Right?
I think I kicked his ass in line at Starbucks one day.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Otto says, "What's
It's
her wrist
hilarious.
size?" She's definitely pushing 7.5 inches.
Oh man, she is. Yeah, yeah. I love her. I mean, she's one of the sweetest people. She's very positive, which is like what you want in a trainer.
Yeah.
And I have to remind her. I always tell her, "Hey, I'm 50. 53. I'm not 23.
Yeah.
So she does, like, she's into it, and you want that in a trainer, right? You want her to really get at it and let you know what you're doing right and what you're not doing right, but in the same breath, you kind of want her to give you, like, positive feedback, right?
Right.
Yeah. Here we go. Buckley might like this.
Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Boom.
Deadlifts.
Let's go.
So that's my trainer.
Damn.
Yeah. So gotta love it. Gotta love it. So
Billy says, "I'm a Rolex person. I have Rolex watches, but I am down to only 2. I sold a bunch of them. I wear an Apple Watch every day. It's so comfortable and does so much for me." And Dewey says, "Howdy, y'all." And Billy also says, "I can't wait for the new Apple Watch to come out this year. More excited than a Rolex." A Rolex didn't have much of a release this year. But to that end, after, with all the heart stuff that I went through, they did have me wearing this for a while. I still have it. I'll wear it on my right wrist sometimes when I'm out doing stuff. If I'm doing some, it has the EKG, because all the heart stuff on. Hold on. Let's see.
let me show you this one.
Ooh,
One leg lift.
one leg lift. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl's strong.
You're telling me. You're telling me. But like I said, she's a sweetheart. So, all right. Getting back to the shitters, huh?
Need Apple Watch to measure blood sugar. Well, the Apple Watch won't measure your blood sugar. If you're wearing CGM, it will you can maybe transmit to your watch.
They are working on an optical sensor system that will work on the backside of the Apple Watch, because they need to see it going through the bloodstream in the wrist.
Yes.
But
Logan Hall, what are you making?
Hey, man. Hey, Mark. Hey, George. Hey, guys.
Logan.
So I'm actually doing some turkey breasts right now.
Whoa.
On the new Kamado Joe, and
Yes.
so I'm just finishing up here. I mean, usually, sort of any time that I like cook something, like it's usually like when nobody's streaming or like it's like too late at night or whatever.
Yeah.
So I figured, hey, since you're streaming, maybe I could kind of show this here. I'm just about to pull these off. So I'm actually doing a honey sort of mustard type of
Nice.
glaze to go on it too. And I'm actually going to use this for some lunch meat, like for sandwiches.
For sandwiches for lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, how long have they been on there?
So they've been on there about 45 minutes. I've been going at 270.
Okay.
And so, so like the system, is really cool. They use what's called a slow roller, and what that does is it takes all the charcoal and it kind of filters it through a few different levels. so that this way it's very much sort of like the indirect cooking, right? So like there's no sort of a direct heat, but again, it kind of slowly just kind of smokes it for you, which is really cool. I was actually looking for what's called a turkey load, but I couldn't find any at my store. It seems to be one of those things that's, maybe you get it like at Costco or, some kind of specialty place. But yeah, this is what I'm doing for lunch this week.
Nice. Yeah. Now, what's the optimum internal temperature on the turkey breast?
So I mean, I'm currently, I think it's around like 160 right now. I'm going to give it just like another couple minutes here to get it over to 165. I mean, I could technically pull them off right now, and sort of like the carryover heat would kind of bring them up to that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I will actually go ahead and close this just so that that sort of glaze can start to do sort of like the caramelized, right?
Right.
But yeah, just sort of sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to quickly sort of show you that, So,
what was the glaze, or what were you putting on it?
So this is actually like a honey mustard type of glaze. So I mean, I got like 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of mustard. There's a bit of like seasoning in there as well.
What kind of mustard do you use?
I was actually planning on using a
Dijon?
Yes. However, when I checked my fridge this morning, it turns out that it was about 3 months expired, so I had to throw it out. So I can't use that. So I mean, I did have to just use plain old sort of yellow mustard.
The honey and the seasoning, though, that'll still be good.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly show this. I don't think I've actually shown this new cooker on stream yet.
No.
The Classic 3 from base there. Kamado Joe. It's a great cooker. Again, I also have my Napoleon here as well as Traeger as well.
So. Nice.
But anyway, again, guys, hope you have a great stream. Again, a great conversation, as always. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
Hey, thanks for sharing. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
See you, Logan.
See you.
See you, man. Ah!
All right. Back to workout talk.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Logan makes, so I've always said, people always talk about my cooking just because I put a lot of pictures out there. But for strictly someone making any type of meat, anytime he shows me a picture like a cross cut or something, he cooks things perfectly. So I'm always excited when he has that stuff going on,
I've been at this for an hour, and I finally found a penny on this app thing that I got that is worth more than $1.
Oh wow! There you go.
Nice.
I got one that says $5.18 is the value.
Nice.
Anyways, I thought I'd just hop on for the mindless conversation.
We appreciate that, George.
Coin talk and workout regimen and everything else, So
turkey breasts. You never know what we're going to talk about.
Hey, this is Numismatic Mark Street, right? Anything goes, right?
Exactly. We have no rules.
No rules. So, with that being said, it's a lazy Sunday here, so I'm gonna go run off, do a couple of errands, and then get ready for another work week. Unfortunately, so
yeah. I got a long week this week. My boss is on vacation, so I got 6 days.
So you get a week off then?
No, because it's actually worse. If you don't produce when they're not there, then they think, "What do I need this guy for?"
Yeah. True. You
got to put your best foot forward.
Yep. So, hey, did you talk about that the white white party, the whiteout party, the Michael Rubin's?
No.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I was on my Instagram feed. It kind of showed up, and it was pretty cool, I thought.
I always there's a local rich guy that does a whiteout party in Pittsburgh every year.
He does this every year, I think, over in what is that place in New York? The big, the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, it's like, all these celebrities and wannabe celebrities all show up, and it's interesting. It's there was a lot of watches and stuff, and so it was kind of cool to see photos.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I picked the article that has no watches.
Yeah. There were some pretty cool watches, actually. I think Mr. Wonderful Kevin O'Leary was wearing a Cartier Crash, which was pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And a lot of them were, pretty neat, unique stuff. There was a couple from David Tune and
nice.
Yeah. I didn't see any Omegas there, Brian.
You didn't see any Omegas? Hey, what kind of party is that?
I know.
A bad party.
Yeah.
Apparently, they didn't let the valets into the pictures or something.
Yeah.
Right. Tom Brady had an interesting piece unique.
What was he
AP
wearing?
He had an AP piece unique with his name written on the dial, which was a tourbillon. Yeah, you should maybe Google that and see it. It was really pretty cool, I thought.
And isn't the 7 highlighted for all of his championship rings or something?
Yes.
Some bullshit.
Yeah. It was pretty damn cool, I thought.
That's vanity. I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watches spotted at Michael Rubin's party. There we go. That's a better article.
Well, Jay-Z had some $32 million Patek or something, something crazy.
Yeah, it looks like an RM. That guy's a basketball player, I think.
Yeah, that's James Harden.
James Harden. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pete. Oh, this is just kind of a list. Jay-Z Vintage Yellow, Gold Patek, DJ with Open Work, Black Ceramic AP Royal Oak. Travis Scott was wearing the RM69. Sky Dweller, Urwork.
Whoa. Travis Scott wasn't even wearing his...
He wasn't wearing his Travis Scott edition watch.
No.
A lot of RMs. Drusky was wearing a 2-tone date just for the Wimbledon dial. Huh. RM. Yeah, let's see. Most of these guys are wearing RMs. Yeah. You said so Tom Brady had...
Yeah, he had a piece unique from AP with his name on it, on the dial. It was really cool.
There's pictures. I think Hodinki's covered it.
Mm-hmm. But it's the first time I've seen him actually wearing one in public, so it's kind of cool.
He might be out of... Who is he? Was he signed to Breitling or Tudor for a while?
I think he was with Tudor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Let's see. Was it like this?
No.
No?
He wouldn't be caught dead wearing that.
Okay.
Mark, do I have to do
it?
Drop it in the private chat, right? My computer's running slow. Logan Hall says he did a 6-hour brine and some spices, lemon, peppercorns, orange, garlic, parsley, thyme. So Damn, that looks good. Collector Invest uses ranch dressing and everything he eats. Yeah, that's one way to do it, I guess. Buckley says, Brian, disrespecting the goat is unacceptable. Brady can take a shit on your chest. Your response should be thank you. Oh, wow. Oh. Now, how do you feel about Brady? He's a Bay Area guy, George.
Yeah, unfortunately, he went to the wrong team. So
Buckley, let me go take a walk outside in the summer heat, get all nice and sweaty, and then you can lick me.
Oh, nice. All right. Now we are licking. We've got 37 people watching this. Wow. 35 upvotes. Wow. So that means we're short a couple because 2 of those upvotes are me. So
here we go. Private chat.
Private chat. Whoa, look at this thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I went to the AP boutique in Vegas and said, I'll take one of those too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what he was wearing.
Yeah, just a shitter for the day.
Yeah. Just as shitter, you know.
Orca says this watch is a travesty. Mathis says Tom Brady lives in Miami. Mathis is just all about recruiting for the Florida and Miami crew. Brian is essential. Enjoy. You have some good turkey. George, would you take Brady or Brock for 1 year today?
I'll take Purdy.
Purdy? You're a Purdy guy?
Yeah.
Tom's a little...
A few years ago when they had Jimmy G, I would have taken Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I would have taken him then, but
yeah. You never hear who was the guy the guy they drafted and then traded to the Cowboys. He never really played that.
Oh no.
I can't even think of his name now.
Oh,
that's how
I God, I'm trying to remember his name too. He went to he never really played.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Got hurt every time he
Yeah. Geez, I'm drawing a blank. I should know this.
You're a Niner guy.
Yeah, I should know this one.
Because remember they traded all those draft picks to move up.
What wasn't it? Trey Lance who can't dance.
Trey Lance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was trying to remember. I knew he had a nickname back in San Francisco. Trey Lance can't dance.
Trey Lance can't dance. There you go.
Yeah. And then, most likely he'll end up in a few years becoming the starting quarterback of the Cowboys, and he'll beat the Niners in a playoff game. And, that's usually the way it happens,
Yeah.
Look at Love from Green Bay, right?
Well, the thing is, you never hear about him.
Right.
Even since the trade.
He's just backing up, right?
Yeah. The Loser says, date just with women. Wimbledon dial is classy. I have many watches, never an RM, not worth it. I hear that a lot from people, but I also hear from people who have RMs that they absolutely, like you, George, absolutely love them.
Stays in my permanent collection. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Trey Lance. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. RM is in the permanent collection. My 2 David Tunes are in the permanent collection. The Laurent Ferrier is in the permanent collection. The first Pepsi GMT 06 is in my permanent collection. And then I'm leaning towards both my Zenith Daytonas.
Okay. Yeah, the Zenith Daytonas are special. What about do you still have the Eisenkeisel? I
still have that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful watch.
Yeah. Doesn't doesn't get a lot of wrist time, but it's probably staying. But
Yeah.
somebody asked for my top 6 a while back, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to limit it.
I'm kicking myself because Nashville Watch had an Eisenkeisel that was hanging out for a while, and they had it down to 55, and it had all kinds of
Oh yeah, the diamonds
on
and
it.
everything. Yeah, on the dial, right?
Yeah, I think it had a diamond bezel too.
Yeah. Well, they all have a. Did it? I can't recall that one. I knew that there's one that has the diamonds on the dial, and then the diamond hour markers. That's the one I've got, but not the one on the bezel.
I
mean,
think
on the dial. Sorry.
If anybody's curious, they still have a rose gold chocolate dial day
Right.
Buckley's watch.
I wouldn't touch that. That's got all kinds of soy boy juice all over it.
Hey, I wore that watch.
Okay. Older soy boy juice mixed in too.
Soy guy.
They've had that diamond Daytona.
For a while
Daytona.
too.
Chase has had that for a long time on there.
Yeah.
He's got an ugly looking Chopek on there for a while too.
Yeah, I wonder who that belonged to.
He's had some stuff. Some stuff goes in and out of here real quick. Then there's stuff that just kind of hangs around for a while.
He had an IWC ceramic.
Yeah, the Lake Tahoe for a long time.
Lake Tahoe. That I couldn't believe how. I don't know if it was a long time or not, Mark, but I recall it being sold pretty quickly.
Yeah. Let's see what else he's got here. Anything interesting? Grand Seikos. He's still got both of Alex's watches. Wristwatchaholic, his Ed White, and his Summer Blue Seamaster. Still got the Aquaterra World Timer. This is relatively new. This James Bond edition.
That's been on there for a while, I think. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm always curious about how fast some things move. Or this IWC's been here forever. This black chronograph. I'm not sure why. It seems like $37.50 seems cheap for that watch. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah, I can tell you why.
Yeah.
I can tell you why.
Why is that, George?
Nobody wants that crap.
But yeah. Because he moves stuff usually fairly quickly, so I'm always curious. This Snoopy's been here for a little bit, at least a month. Doesn't seem like a bad price for it. $16,850.
Isn't that about double retail?
No, the retails on them is close to 11 now.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
But they were selling like 19-20 for a long time.
Right.
That doesn't seem like a horrible price for it.
There really is some good deals on watches if
Yeah.
You got to look around and kind of find things. It's a full box.
Yeah, full box with a loop.
3 cards, because apparently Omega had extra cards that day.
No, they all have 3 cards.
Oh.
You get your warranty card, you get your pictogram card, which describes all the has all the features, and then you have he's not showing the Snoopy going around the moon. He's got it covered up. This is the one where the Snoopy's on the rocket and goes around the moon on the back.
Yeah.
And then you get your master chronometer card, which has a code on it. You can actually go see the testing for your exact watch.
All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. Mark, Brian,
George,
have a good day. Take care.
thanks for coming by. I appreciate it.
Be safe.
Always. Oh my.
I am almost at the bottom of this pile of pennies.
Uh-oh.
I only found one that's worthwhile putting on eBay or doing anything with.
So if you sell something for, I was always curious. If you sell something for $5 on eBay, what do you actually end up netting after you?
Well, I can tell you an exact example.
Yeah.
I just got to pull up.
Because I know you do a lot of stuff, all different price ranges. I was just always curious.
Orders paid and shipped. Where is a? All right, so here's a. Here's an item that I sold for $9.99.
Okay.
And the buyer paid $5.55 for shipping and $1.40 for tax. So the buyer paid $16.94. Out of that $16.94, $1.40 in sales tax comes back out because eBay collects and pays the sales tax. So we're down to $15.54.
Okay.
And then eBay charged me $2.49 transaction fees. And I paid $4.36 for the shipping. So I ended up netting $8.69 off of that. And it probably took me 20 minutes total.
Okay.
Of time to, including photographing, listing, and then packing and shipping, and I've got the cost of the printed label that I had to print out, and so ink and paper, if you want to get really technical. Not a way to get rich.
No. Way to get rid of stuff, though.
Yeah. It does start to work out much better as you go up the price range, though.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 3 minutes. I'm going to nuke some coffee.
Nice.
My trainer said I need more caffeine to stimulate me.
To stimulate your heart. I like it. So, and then this, I believe, he probably doesn't have a picture of the back of this one either, but this one on the back, this has a special box for the 60th anniversary. That's the band that I have on mine. Which is comfy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he does have a better picture. So this one has the gun barrel 60th that spins around. And that one has a screw down case back. That's interesting. I don't think I really ever looked at it that close before. It was never really a watch. The thing that I never liked about that watch in general was the 60 at the top rather than a pip. And I get it at the 60 for the 60th anniversary. But I'm much more of a pip guy. And then the back of this one, it's a screw in case back, not a screw down case back. Kind of interesting to see all these screws on that. I didn't know they did that on that particular edition. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? We got 38 people watching. Jeez, oh Pete. How many upvotes do we have? 36. 2 people haven't, actually 4 people haven't upvoted because I have voted twice. To pad the stats. We want to get into the 40s, 50s every week. That's the goal. Again, we don't ask you for anything except for an upvote and a subscription. And we have pinned at the top of the chat is the link for the Step Out Walk for the American Diabetes Association. We're using that as our way of collecting money for the home team, if you will, as a type 1 diabetic, to help send some kids to diabetes camp this year, where they can hang out with other kids with diabetes, learn that they're not just total weirdos, and learn a little bit about how to eat, what fiber does to your carb counts, what protein does as far as your blood sugar, how much insulin to take for different types of meals and desserts if they choose to do dessert. It's worthwhile. It's worthwhile for the kids. It's hard for kids when you are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. It's not an easy thing for a kid to deal with, so we're trying to raise a little bit of money for them. So anybody that chooses to help us out, we do appreciate that. Brian stepped away for a minute, but when he comes back, we will ask him. Oh, I hear a call.
I'm back.
Brian, would you get the Bruce Wayne? Do you see it trading for more than the Batman long term?
Hang on, I'm trying to swallow a protein bar.
Oh, there you go. Everyone loves a good.
I actually saw it in person, and I don't like it that much.
I saw it in person. I actually liked it. I love the green text and the green hands.
I like that part. I didn't like the subtlety of the bezel.
No,
but yeah.
Yeah, I was actually I did the pictures didn't do much for it, that I saw. But when I actually saw the thing, here, hold up. There it is on my lovely 7.5-inch wrist.
How many centimeters is that?
19.
Wow. Yeah, I still like the. I mean, I like it. I like the fact that it's got a Jubilee bracelet because that's just so much more comfortable. I like the original old black, all black. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I would prefer the all black. I mean, to be honest with you, given my druthers, but I'll accept this because the gray isn't nearly as pronounced in person. But I thought it was nice looking, and like you said, that little touch of green really just kind of sets it off, makes it look a little bit different.
So I would have a hard time using this as my annual allocation because there's other
stuff you want.
Yeah, there's other stuff I'd rather have as my if I can only get one a year.
Right.
Yeah. If I could get more than one a year, I'd buy it because depending on the AD, I might just turn around and flip it and make some money. Yeah.
True. I prefer the Guinness version. I think the gray pops more on the Guinness.
Yeah, you mean the one I got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like that better.
Yeah, the whole color scheme I think works better on that. But this actually was better than I thought when I tried it on, when I saw it in person. I was pleasantly surprised actually because I really didn't think much of it from the initial renderings and pictures and release, the release stuff. But for anybody who pines for the green hand, there is a way.
Yep. You can also get the left-hand drive, which has the green hand.
Yes.
And the green half bezel.
I wish they did that in a right-hand drive.
Well, you can wish in one hand and spit in the left hand, and you ain't gonna do it.
You wear it upside down, I guess. Tell the time and
What time is it? I don't know. Let me get my phone out.
Let me get my phone out. I have no idea. Oh, then people wear that Frank Mueller crazy hours. And
even worse, there's people that wear IWC Aqua timers.
Oh man, see, there it is.
Or
why do we hate? Why does everyone hate the Aqua Time? I don't understand, Brian.
even IWC doesn't like their own Aqua.
Even IWC hates it. I used to listen to somebody. Somebody brought it up. I think it was JJ brought it up. He said he likes the blue. I miss my guys, but yeah, I think it was JJ brought up. He likes the blue Jacques Cousteau edition of the Aqua Timer. Where do my Aqua Timer pictures go, Brian?
Where they belong.
What happened? I lost them. I do still like this thing, though. The James Cameron. It's a big watch.
Yeah. I call him Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy C.
Yeah.
It's a big watch. It doesn't fit big on my wrist, though. I'll tell you that. I have a 3-inch wingspan, so I can wear the damn thing. Huh.
A nickel from 1941 in fairly in used shape is worth 8 cents.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think I'll be off to the bank to.
Is that one going in the bag in the box?
Yeah. Yeah. My grandparents also collected stamps. Anytime they got a weird stamp from someplace that somebody mailed them something, they didn't go out and buy the stamps. They waited for them to come in. So they'd cut them out, and they'd cut them off and then tape them to a piece of paper. So I have these pages and pages of weird stamps that are absolutely useless and valueless, but I keep thinking I had to throw this shit away, but I can't. So that's going to go into these are for the grandchildren to remember the old days.
There it is. Look at that watch, Brian. It's a beauty.
Ugh.
Absolute beauty. What are you going to do? The heart wants what the heart wants. How can you hate something with an internal rotating bezel, a ratchet system, applied indices?
A Dominican Republic 5 centavos is worth what? What year is this?
What's up, Watch Franco? Good to see you. Yeah, that's a beautiful watch. See, I like the black one because it has that touch of green, on the pip to the 15 and on the minute hand and on the arrow of the second hand. That's the deal. I think this watch looks better than the Tom Brady watch.
Slightly different price ranges. I'm just
the shame. It's so damn ugly. Why? Why does everyone hate my favorite watch?
I can also tell you can't get what this and the Tom Brady watch have in common is you can't get either of them from the AD.
Why can't you get this from the AD?
They don't sell it anymore. They discontinued this shit.
No, they didn't.
They didn't. Damn.
No, I tried them on at the AD.
They were still left over from 5 years ago when they discontinued them.
Hold on. Now I got to go to the IWC website because they just did that new Aquaman collaboration of these things. All right, let's go to IWC watches. Oh, right. Aqua Timer. See, it's still there, Brian.
Oh, well, I got my one IWC. I'm good.
All right. You can get a $57,000 Aqua Timer.
Wow.
Perpetual calendar, digital date month.
Fantastic.
That's a fabulous watch. They don't like the chronograph because they don't do that touch of green on it. But this little touch of green on there just tickles my fancy. Sort of like the green on the JT Harry says it looks like a kitchen timer, not an aqua timer. Everyone hates my watch, my favorite watch.
You can also tenderize meat with it.
He says, I wish. Oh, so it's not. So Frank Cannon, the left side is not a crown. It is where the ratcheting system. So that you actually move the bezel like a ratchet to turn the internal bezel. The left side is not a crown. It's where all that houses the system for turning the internal bezel. So it only has one crown. It's not like another watch PDP. That has the crown for the internal bezel, JLC. See, Watch Bronco says this is a watch that makes me stop and turn my head every time. Love it. You talking about the Aqua Timer or the Polaris?
I think he stops and turns his head to throw up in a different direction.
Oh, geez, Brian.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Brian Cannon says my statement still stands. They did make this. I think 1916. That was one. Hold on. So they used to make this as a regular.
Watch Bronco likes your Aqua Timer. You better buy one quick before he buys them all.
Here it is. So this is an older one. And it had the 2 and 4 o'clock crowns. Yes. Good man.
Yeah, that's the version I had.
Yeah, you had the real deep one, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Look, if I'm gonna go stupid, I go completely stupid.
Just go right off the rails.
I go full stupid. No half stupid for me.
Well, who wants to be half stupid? I mean, really.
I tried moderation once. It didn't work.
Didn't work for you?
Mm-mm.
Well, that one had an exhibition back. Interesting.
Wow. Like anybody cares.
Yeah. It's vintage, Brian. It's vintage.
Oh, yeah. Now it's great. Yeah, I think I've told my story about wearing the Aqua Timer that had like a 6,000 foot and 2,000 meters of water resistance. And
yeah.
We're on the cruise ship in the North Sea, and we're going from Norway back to England, and we're like in the depths of the North Sea, and it's 5,000 and some odd feet deep. I'm like, if we went down, my watch would be fine.
Yes. Yeah. Human, but the watch would be good.
Yeah, some deep sea crab or urchin would be down there looking at it going, I like the loom on this.
So, Mr. Cannon, do you prefer the vintage Aqua Timer look? I don't know, Brian. I just like the watch. I don't know what it is.
There's a hammer for every nail.
Yeah. Or as we say in the car business, an ass for every seat.
Yeah.
And a seat for every ass. So I went to the farmer's market, or the farm market of Janoski's farm, and I made a big batch. Since I'm going to be working 6 days this week, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to make a big pot of spicy vegetable soup. So I got that for lunches every day.
I can actually talk about food because we went to our farmer's market thing yesterday morning, and we stopped at the fish guy.
Oh,
and he had Chilean sea bass fillets, and boy were they good, but boy were they expensive.
One of my favorite restaurants in town is called Off the Hook Seafood Restaurant. Local private, not a chain.
Yeah.
And I always go in there and I think I take a peek at the menu and I'm like, oh, I'm either getting this or that or whatever. And I end up with, they always have a Chilean sea bass special. And I always end up getting the special.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then I'm like, oh, got to go back because I didn't get what I set out to get because they got me with this Chilean sea bass. And I get the Chilean sea bass special again, whatever it is. Whatever preparation they do, it's just always so good. It's a good fish. And they do it well, and they make it different every time, and it's delicious. The link is dropped for Gorilla.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I knew I stayed too long at the fair. The chicks are going ugly now.
Yeah, that's
Well, I got conflicting good news for me.
okay.
In amongst all this coins, I found 8 coins of the Third Reich realm that my grandfather was in World War II, and probably somebody probably brought these back for him. I feel kind of bad because I'm actually going to sell them on eBay and make money off of it, and that's probably going to not, that's probably okay in Jewish hell because it's money, but it's bad money.
But it's bad money.
Yeah, and these are not precious metal of any kind. They are like some sort of stamped alloy steel.
Okay.
Oh, this is a Belgian one franc. Okay. I'm glad this is kind of fun now.
Oh, see?
It's not just stupid pennies.
These were the Korean barbecue braised short ribs I made on the 4th. Some of the leftover beans from lunch, some corn, and I served it with asparagus and some grits. A delicious meal.
Link for the Kiss My Grits lady.
Flo.
What
was that? Alice. That show was called Alice, right? Mel's Diner.
Yep.
Kiss My Grits. Who doesn't want some grit kissing going?
We never were clear on what the grits were.
He never really said. It's the pasta salad and the burger I had. Equally delicious. Magically delicious. BW says grits equals polenta. Yes.
Same stuff. Polenta costs more.
These were white grits, white corn grits. Polenta's normally yellow. It's what I had. I'm a breakfast guy,
Mark, it's your channel, but if you want to get racist, okay.
Talk about the difference between the white and the yellow grit. The color.
Yeah.
BW or Mathis says BW them some. I think he meant hominy drinks, not harmony, right?
What was that song where they want to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony?
Yeah, in perfect harmony. There's my little blind guy, Sherman, the blind double dabble doxy.
How'd he do with the 4th of July stuff?
He was all right. We hung out, so it was a little bit harder because he didn't have his buddy with him.
Yeah.
So I stayed home. But look at my grass. So that front yard used to get so much shade from that tree. All my grass just cooked. I tried watering it. It just cooked. It just cooked. The whole front yard, because that tree was huge and it cast so much shade. It just died. It just died. Terrible. Horrible, I said. I've been wearing this a lot since it came back.
And does it run?
Yeah, it runs. I was running 1.5 seconds a day fast. It was running about 12 seconds slow when I sent it in. So it's a little dusty. Those aren't scratches. It's some dust. They cleaned it up real nice. They didn't really polish it, but they did clean it real good. So it's like having a brand new watch again. But I love that dial. I love the 3 different faces, textures of the dial.
Yours have the brilliant little micro adjust in the clasp?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, that is freaking amazing for that watch. That's why I like that new Aquaterra, as they have some kind of adjustment in it. But for you guys that don't know, yeah, hominy is a corn variety with huge kernels. Yes. BW, he owns a Polaris as well. But for you guys that don't know, so they replaced the class. So I got a brand new class. It's kind of good looking, but it has. Let me get my ugly fingers on it. It has a micro adjust, almost like a glide lock or a T-fit. So you get 2.5 millimeters of micro adjust on either side of a butterfly clasp.
Yeah,
which is just nice. That's one of the reasons I went with the rubber on this Aquaterra. Was although I love the I love bracelets normally. That bracelet, when it would heat, you get hot. That thing was not always the most comfortable thing to wear.
No.
Dirk Diggler says, Mark with a C. I am not French Canadian. My name is spelled with a K. I really like your Aquaterra, but in reality, I really like the color, especially the band. Yeah, the color on this thing. The color on the dial is really cool, and it's really brilliant, and especially out in the sun. But the band is just, it's cool. It's a great summer watch,
Dirk Diggler's real name is Juan Pablo Escobar, and he's in the witness protection program.
Oh, cool. I was wondering what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
Derek says, I think the Aquaterra Riso is the best bike. Yeah, I mean, so I think I told the story. I got this, the guy was on Chrono 24, and I was going back, was talking to him. He sent me some extra pictures. He told me the story, blah, 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 blah. And he said, it finally came down, we finally started talking a little bit about price. And I offered him $4,500 for it. He was asking for $5,000. And he said, you know what? Put the offer in, and I'll just accept it. So in reality, because he had $49 for shipping, So when you do it on Chrono 24, I don't think I realized this, but it takes the shipping out. So the final sale price ended up being $44.51 plus the shipping. So I paid $4,500 plus the tax, but it was kind of cool. It was a good deal. I think I watched it $6,400 new. Felt like I got a deal. Got a deal. I got a deal. Guys know I love a good deal. BW, I get a lot of compliments on the Aquaterra. Yeah, it's a good looking watch.
So the car dealer likes to wheel and deal and screw the other people that he's buying from, but he refuses to get screwed himself when he's car dealing.
It's all part of the magic.
Oh, I did find a silver quarter.
Ah, there you go. Somewhere I have a box of old silver quarters and half dollars from my great aunt. Should probably dig those out someday.
And I got a couple of nickels that are worth 6 cents.
Nice.
Yippee-ki-yay-I-O.
What are the silver coins going for these days?
That silver nickel, according to this coin app thing that I downloaded and signed up for free for a week, it was like $4 and some odd cents.
Here's your favorite configuration of the CK59.
Oh, jeez Louise.
It's a deploy it. It's perfect. It makes taking it off and putting it on so much easier.
Oh, yeah, because manipulating a pin buckle is so hard.
Oh, my God. It's so time consuming.
Oh.
There's really your favorite part of it.
Yep. And the dial's beautiful, too.
Yeah. It's a nice watch. It's got 29 jewels.
That was the problem.
The 29
Too many jewels.
Too many jewels. Too many jewels.
Mute it.
And we got 45 upvotes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I do appreciate the upvotes.
See, Dirk knows who's in witness protection because he's in it.
Because he's on the mailing list. It's the
trouble calling you out.
Uh-oh. I blame you for me currently bidding on a CK59 on eBay. It's a great watch. It's a great watch. I've seen them on there. $4,900 for mine. I got it from Watchbox, but I can't really. Brian's right. The dial's amazing.
Dials, the hand's amazing. The movement's amazing. The case is a little lackluster, but that's okay. It can be when you have that incredible dial. It just bugs the shit out of me that it says Omega on it, but
yeah, they had to get one right. Yeah. Treble, I don't think you would regret it. It's definitely the smallest watch I own. It's more of a dress piece, so I don't wear it that often, but it's really cool.
It doesn't wear small because it's got some decent length to the lugs. Yeah. And the dial is so big.
Yeah.
That it wears, no.
So that's how the Aquaterra wears. We'll just go through them. the Aquaterra wears like that. And again, I'm 17 and a half inch, or 7.5 inch wrist, 19 centimeters, as Brian likes to say. And that's the 300 professional, how it wears. That's a 50 lug to lug. I think the Aquaterra is like 48. Just kind of go through the big four. That's the Polaris. And again, like across, we were measuring on I think on the Colony stream, and I'm like 3 inches across. So my wingspan, if you will, Brian, is 3 inches.
I'm more worried about your girth.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I know. I ran into her in a coffee shop here.
But it doesn't wear. Brian's right. The lugs are enough. I think it's like 47 on the lug to lug. It doesn't wear terribly small. It's definitely the smallest one. But it's a dress piece, so it's supposed to wear small. But it's a good watch, Treble. Uh, 4K English pounds is a good deal. I paid $4,900 US dollars. So that's a good deal. What's the number on the back? Do you know? It seems like the lower the number. This one's number 237. Because they never called them limited editions, but they were definitely numbered editions. And Master says the Polaris looks really good on you. Thank you. I think so too. I'm tickled pink to have this watch back, but like I said, it feels kind of like having a brand new watch again. It does wear good. And that's a 41. Yeah, that one's a 41. The Seamaster Professional is a 42. The Aquaterra is a 41. And the CK is an 39. Yeah, I paid $4,900. So 4K is actually a good price for that watch. I think they were 62, 63 new, but they never really advertise it, and it never. You had to search to find it on their website because it was under the specialties collection. And I want to say I've heard that they made around 3,000. But the people that have them do like them. I know Kojak Alex in the UK has one. He's got number 4. I know Brody used to have one, but he moved on from it. And says he last time he talked about it, he said he kind of wished he hadn't gotten rid of it. Father Artifact has one. He actually wore it during the unboxing of the Le Mans Daytona. Solidarity. Brian wants one.
Not bad enough to actually buy one. Because it belongs on that leather strap, and I don't want to wear a leather strap here in Florida. I have an excuse now.
See? But you yelled at me when I put it on the mesh.
Oh, God, that was ugly.
I didn't think it was that ugly. I didn't think it looked that bad on the mesh. It's definitely sported it up a bit. Now the mesh is on the Seamaster Professional where it belongs, but I didn't think it looked bad on the mesh. The other cool thing is it is a silver dial. The old AG 925 coating above the handset. Blued hands. Yeah, I didn't, I think it looks better on the leather, but I didn't think it looked horrible. Speaking of the devil, Father Artifact, happy Sunday to you as well. Good to see you. Hans Zarkov, PhD, says, no one is impressed by an Omega. Get a Rolex to make others admire you. No one but a watch nerd has heard of Omega. Oh, man. George, where are you?
I'm at an afternoon party at the beach.
Nice.
Mark, we're waiting for you. Get on the plane.
Very cool. Damn.
Boom, 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 boom. I know this song. Boom.
This
boom,
isn't. If
boom.
Brian's on the panel, this isn't for Brian. There's no old people here.
There's no old people.
What are you doing there, fake limey?
What's happening, guys?
What's going on, George? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just like come out to sea, enjoying the summertime, chilling out. How are you guys?
I'm doing well.
I can't really see anyone on the panel or anything, so I don't know who's on.
It's just me and Brian and you.
Sorry?
It's just me, you, and Brian.
Oh, man. It's a good thing I called. It's got to be lonely with Brian. Brian, I found a nice girl for you here. Look.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you your details, Brian.
Not bad.
All right, guys. Just wanted to say hi, Mark. Have a great evening, afternoon. God bless, guys. Take care.
See you, Gorilla.
Bye.
Nice. So you never know who's going to pop on and show us something. We get to see cool oceanside bar. We got to see amazing looking turkey breasts on the grill. Coins. You just never know, Brian.
I'd still like to apologize for the coins.
You saying coins are worse than pens?
Yeah.
We haven't done a pen show in a while. We're gonna have to get. I haven't seen Evan in a while.
Well, it's not really bathrobe season, so.
Cheryl says, thanks, Hans. What it's missing from my life is your validation. Father Artifact says, CK59 is a beauty. Yes, it is. No doubt. Brian prefers it on the mesh bracelet, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I mean, I will be the first to admit it looks better like this. Definitely looks better on the leather. It's just it's a pleasant watch, you know, very, very aesthetically pleasing. Father, in fact, he agrees. He likes it on the strap.
Yes.
He should know he owns one. Really, I'm at the valet. They won't let me in without a Ferrari. So what do you got going on this afternoon, Brian?
Doing stuff upstairs here until it gets so hot up here that I can't stand it. Then I'm going to go downstairs and sit and probably do some stuff around the pool and pull some weeds and then have dinner and then collapse. And
I do a little bit of yard work today. The backyard needs cut. The front yard's all burnt and dead, as I showed you earlier. But amazing what removing a giant maple tree will do. Well, it's kind of a forced removal, but I didn't want to remove it. It just decided partially to come down.
With the heat, with the combination of the heat and the humidity, I try not to do much more than a half hour to an hour outside.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I fall over.
Don't fall over. Don't do that. People
will laugh.
Call emergency services and stuff.
No, they won't do that. They'll just stand there and laugh.
For those of you who don't know, and aren't paying attention, this is what happened. 2 weeks ago now. I don't remember. Week and a half. This is after the fire department cleared the intersection. It's half the tree came down. This is why my lawn is all burnt to shreds. That's the power company in the background. Good times. Good times. And the tree fell right in the middle of the intersection and created quite a kerfuffle.
It made a big boom boom.
Yeah. Shook the ground. And kind of landed on the fire hydrant. But it missed the sign, it missed the fence, missed the stop sign. That's how it was a big old tree. That's the other half that I had to have taken down. I was shocked at how hollowed out it was inside. As you can see there. That was just ridiculous.
And the raccoon that was living in there was pissed off too.
Oh, the squirrels are not happy, Brian. The squirrels are not happy. They're everywhere. Yeah. That's what it looked like when it first fell.
Those are tree rats.
Yeah. Craziness. It did catch part of the escape. Whole lot of mess.
Yeah, now I'm going through and cleaning up a whole bunch of odd foreign coins.
Ah.
And these are going to be fun to list on eBay because I'll put them up for most of them are going to be like $5 plus shipping.
Cool. What will you charge to ship a coin?
First class postage will be about $5 in a padded envelope. That's about the cheapest you can do it. So that's part of the problem with eBay right now is that the shipping, because the U.S. Postal Service, their lowest price for anything now is about $4, really.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's a metered letter or something for a forever stamp that can go through a sorting machine. Everything else has to have an individual barcode and a scanner, so it's like minimum price of $4.
Oh, okay.
So it's hard to sell stuff that's
under $4
a lot.
Yeah. True. Anthony Steve says the CK59 takes a while to wind though. It does. You can wind that up. It takes a lot to wind. If you wind that 30 times, if it's dead and you wind it 30 times, the power reserve is like 8 hours. You gotta wind that sucker up. Father Artifact says Jeepers, thankfully it didn't hit. Yeah, it missed everything. It was really lucky with the way that thing fell. Truly, I mean, it was it's a horrible thing to have happen. It cost a lot of money to get that all cleaned up and the rest of the tree taken down. But it was it could have been a lot worse. It deters me from wearing mine sometimes. Yeah, you do have to wind it up pretty good. So what I normally do is I'll wind it, I get bored winding it, and then some point during the day, if I'm wearing it, I'll take it off and give it a few more winds to let it run through the day. I don't know how many times you'd have to wind it to get the 70 hours of power reserve. It's probably like 200. Evan G, I was just talking about you.
Mentioned his name too many times.
Yes, he shows up. It's funny because his comment in there is on the Instagram post was also funny how the Canadians picked the. I can't read it. Thing. The softest tree is their emblem. But yeah, he says his 57 is 100 wines of the crown for a full wine. What's the power reserve on the 57 now? 70. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot. It's tedious to wind it up that much. Tedious. We got 31 people watching. We've got how many upvotes we got? Check the 40. Guys, we're 2 upvotes away from 50.
Whoa.
I'm sure there's 2 of you that haven't upvoted.
People might mistake this for an actual viable channel.
I don't know. What the hell? We've had 30 to 40 people watching all day, so we're down to 30 again, but that's just crazy to me. Mike S says, I have a manual wine Panerai with 8-day power reserve. At least the crown is large and easy to wind. Yes. That would be a good thing.
I think people with big crowns are trying to compensate for something.
You think that's what it is? I like a good size, hefty crown. That was one of the things I liked about the Zenith. Big crown. Ooh. The big crown watch for him. Yeah, so the the crown on the CK is not very big, but it's smooth. Like it's not a super big crown, but it is easy to wind. It's very, very smooth wind. Watch on Wood says, yep, me sorry, just listening while fixing a watch for a colleague. Number 49. Nice. Must be why I bought the big eye, Brian, says Father Artifact.
I like the big eye.
It's such a good looking watch. It really is. I was asking him I think last week. He said he'd worn it like 3 or 4 days that week. It's a good watch. It's just good looking. It really is. And I know everyone's, you talk about Omega and they want to bring out the pitchforks and the torches. You talk about Longines in the watch community, they just look at you like you're insane. But man, they make some nice watches. Some good looking pieces. I know it's not high horology or anything. It's not hype, but good looking. Good looking is good looking.
Hype.
It's just the navigation big eye is just. I thought they did such a nice. Geez, 52 upvotes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. These guys have they've really gone back into their catalog and come up with some cool things. And like I said, when you're looking at that range, so that's like your next level over, like we were talking about the Certinas and the Mitas and stuff like that. So Longines is like your next level there of watch. And that's how people get it. A lot of people get into the hobby. A lot of people don't start off with a Rolex or an AP. Most people start with something entry level.
Yeah, Buckley.
Yeah. luckily. Billy says, I like the big eye also, but the only thing I don't like is the big pusher. That's a killer for me. I don't care for the pushers. They stick out to it. They do stick out, but I'll forgive it. I'll forgive it. Come on. And I love the black, but also they make that petrol blue one. Oh. Let's share this. It does have some big pushers on it. There's no doubt about that. But it's what a good looking watch. The Fun Artifact got the black one. This is the Petro Blue. Have the blue one or the black one on? Oh, so weird. Weird. You can see it on this wrist shot how the pushers do stick out a bit on there on these wrist shots, but it's a good fucking piece. I'm a big fan. I'm definitely a big fan. Evan G says, my favorite thing to do is tell folks on Reddit with entry-level collections that ask for what to get next to get a Paddock Grand Complication. Well, it's like you say, everyone's got to start somewhere. Everyone starts at a different place, and a lot of it depends where you're at in life and your age and whatever.
Yeah, good thing is we all can't be beautiful like me.
See, we all can't be bright.
I was humble, but it wore off.
Evan G says, considering the 7750 has been around forever, you'd think they'd have put in the R&D to make a chrono thinner than 14.5 millimeters. Yeah. But I kind of like a chunky. That's my one thing with the Polaris is it's 11.1. It's a little thinner. It doesn't always feel like I'm wearing something substantial. The pursuit of both was far different. Yes.
Mark, I think we're learning more about you than we really should because you like chunky with big pushers.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that must correlate to something.
Who knows? It's the 2020s. Anything goes, Brian. Billy, in this picture, they don't stick out that much in real life when you get to watch your hand. Those things stick out a lot. Yeah. Evan G says, anything bigger than 13 millimeters thick and I smack into shit, it's weird. Uh-oh. Evan G sent Marco picking my latest edition, my two-wheeled quiver I mentioned. Let's find that real quick. Whoa. Very nice. Yeah. Dang, that's beautiful. That's a gravel bike. That's a beauty.
Where's the engine on that?
Sweet, I love the color. Yeah, that's good looking. So I like the fact that bikes are becoming a little more minimalist with their branding again. It's not, my Cannondales are of the last generation, so it just got stuff everywhere. But definitely a good looking piece. She's a keeper, absolutely.
I'm waiting for the banana seat to come back.
I also have an Apodora top tube bag on my lot. There you go. Trouble says I wear an Explorer every day. I don't think I can do thick. Yeah, thick doesn't is not a dissuader for me. Obviously, I love the James Cameron and the Ultra Deep. Those are like 17 and 18. So, yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah, the Apodora bag is cool. Color really hits in real life. A lot of pearls in it. Yeah. So the bikes. So one of the things my watch channel, Evan, you'll appreciate this. I think they've been doing more with the paint on the bikes rather than the branding, which is kind of a cool deal. So like the pearl paints and stuff. I know when I go to the Trek store to visit my buddy who works over there, there's always cool pictures of my bikes in here.
Sorry,
Did I freeze?
I'm trying to block a guy on eBay, so I got all distracted.
Oh. Why are we blocking a guy on eBay?
Well, let me tell you the story.
All right, I love a good story.
I am very fortunate that I do eBay for a hobby.
Yes.
And I do not do it for a business. And in every one of my listings, if you read the description, which is a troubling thing for some people to actually scroll down and read the description that the seller puts in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I write, I am a collector and hobbyist, not a professional seller. Yeah. I will not sell this outside of eBay. I do not need to sell this. I just need to thin down the collection, or if it's something else, just, thin down, just thin down stuff. Lowball offers will be automatically declined. Well, if you keep coming at me with an offer of 25 cents on the dollar or 30 cents on the dollar, and then you start messaging me going, it's only really worth this, and you really should.
One of those.
You know what happens?
You get
blocked. I just start deleting your emails and your messages, and I'm trying to remind myself how to block somebody. So, because I just don't want to. I don't do this for a living. I do this. Right. I do this for fun. And I hope that everybody that buys something from me gets what they want and they're happy with it. I also write in my descriptions that I offer 30 days, no questions asked returns.
Right.
Except on the watches. Then I shorten that to 14 days because that's eBay's policy.
Okay.
I think you have 14 days from the day it arrives to you to agree to keep it or send it back. So there's stuff that I've gotten, I've had to eat shipping back and forth on, and I've gotten screwed around on, but yes, Treble, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking anybody that buys Swatch Group shitters from buying my watches. But it's not just one market or the other. I had a guy, I put up a Disney thing that was it ended up selling for $89, which is what I listed it for. Mm-hmm. And he offered me 15, saying that, trying to give me some story about how it's probably not authentic, but and I knew it was authentic. I knew exactly where I got it. So bite me. So I blocked him like 3 weeks ago, and now I can't remember how to block people.
I kind of remember how to do it again. What I was talking about before. So here's my Super 6. Nice bike, full carbon, SRAM red gearing. But here's the deal. It is, see all the branding on it? They've gotten away from this where it's not, they don't write stuff all over the bikes anymore. It's usually just in one spot, and they're doing a lot more with the paint. So these are it's just black, white, and red paint on it. So it's not nothing super special. But that's the way all the bikes were back then. They're all branded like that. So like these new pearl paints and different stuff they're using. Some of the reds that Trek is using now are amazing, and there's very little branding on the bike. So it's not, it's not like a walking, rolling billboard, if you will. Our watch channel says yes, Cannondale back in the 90s had some of the best paint. Now it's specialized in Trek, both delivering cool colorways. Yeah, they really do. They really do. I think they have the best. Definitely think they lose. Gorilla Time is going to block you, Brian, from the UK.
Fantastic. Fake. That's going to be a fake UK limey block. So
fake. You can't go to the fake UK?
Yeah. Wait, does that mean is he trying to ban me from going to the UK? Because he's not allowed back anymore after crimes against the crown that he performed.
Well, I mean, he started spelling your name correctly. He's not writing brain anymore.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to black me.
Oh, there you go. Very nice. Very nice. Mm-hmm. 53 upvotes. Nice, guys. So we've done a little bit of bicycle talk. What gears do you have on the Specialized watch channel? We've done some coins. We've done some watches. We've done a little bit of everything. We've had Buckley pop in to say, Mark, just buy a fucking Rolex. I miss my guys. There's Evan G. He's a mountain of a man. He's a good 3 inches taller than I am. There's me at Tim Masso's desk wearing the CK89. Another good time. There's the ill-fitting Daytona on my wrist. No, it's small. You can't read the time.
All of a sudden, I got like 3 texts in and a message on eBay, and
nice. Tram 40s.
It's like my phone just kind of woke up from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. I'll bet you that bike is fast on the trails. The rails to trails there, my watch channel.
I'll bet you that bike is slow if I was pedaling it.
I had a Focus Zolco Pro. That bike rolled faster than some people pedal. That bike, I don't know what it was about that bike. It was just fast. I would go riding with my ex, and she couldn't keep up. She'd be pedaling. I wasn't getting much work in when I rode with her because I would just coast because she couldn't keep up. That bike was just quick. Evan G says my watch channel mullet setup. Bike here for a second. Boom. There it is. Oh, and so this channel, I always love these. This channel's public, or this page. I have my Instagram page. I don't really use very much because most of my friends were Facebook people. But then I made one originally for the watch colony or the watch community, and then I just transferred it over to my page when I got booted. But I always love it when people they join my thing. I'll get a note, somebody join your page. I'm like, I don't know that person. Then they start sending messages. What? Don't you want to talk to me? I got that yesterday. I hadn't had one of those in a while. But that is a good looking bike. That bike looks fast. It looks like it'd be a good fast trail runner. Carbon wheels, nice. Evan says, "Yeah, I'm actually 5'6", but I use camera tricks and mirrors to look taller." Brian's right. Fast as I can pedal, it rolls super nice carbon wheel. That 52 on the rear must be great for climbs. I only have a 1044 for the lots of matching gears. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever.
Yeah, like 1X's. Yep. The beauty. Love a good bicycle. And I love the straight forks. That thing looks like a good piece. What else you got going on, Brian?
What? Who? Where? Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Here in Nebraska, especially in the mountains.
Oh, the weather here is just so hot this weekend that we're just hiding.
Yeah, it's been hot and humid here too.
Yeah. Right now, the feels like with the in the shade is 101.
Oh.
And then starting next week, we get a run of like 5 days of showers and in the afternoon and stuff. So that'll cut the high down to only in the high 80s. But this is the difference, children. Listen, if you live in Central Florida, this is the difference versus living in North Carolina, where the projected low tonight is 79 degrees.
Ooh.
And if we were still in Charlotte, it would still get down to like 69, 70.
Yeah, it was Wednesday or Thursday morning. I remember driving it. I remember walking outside going, oh, man, it's oppressive out here already. I'm on my way to work. And I got in the car and looked. It said 76 degrees, and the humidity was just ridiculous. I'm like, damn.
We've gotten out of the car after driving for 20 minutes, and then you get out of the car and my glasses fog up.
Yeah.
And then you got to sit there and wait, or take them off and
wipe them down,
or even worse, just get run over.
Whatever works.
Yeah. So yesterday afternoon, I spent 2 hours just kind of going in and out of the pool. I know it's a tough freaking life.
It's hard.
And yes, I wear my watches in the pool.
Oh, wow, Evan. Damn. A few times they put a 1030 on the rear, so the 1036. 35.48 in the front, so I didn't even have a 1-to-1 gear on. Ugh. Trade that in. Trade that in. Don't do that. You're going to kill yourself. You need quite a workout. I really love the dial on this watch. It's sparkly, Brian.
Sparkly, hey. I met Sparkly.
You met Sparkly?
Yeah, he was one of the drag queens at a show that I went to.
Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's also got good depth. And the applied markers have good size to them. So you can appreciate it. I know you hate the hand. You hate the hour hand.
Yeah. It's like they said, we forgot. Damn it.
I ran out of arrows.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oops.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Let's put lollipop hands on it. Woo.
Woo. I'm not a big fan of the lollipop secondhand on the 300.
So the one thing I liked when I had a Black Bay GMT, the full size one.
Yeah.
Not the 58 that I want now. The full size one had like 3 different sizes of snowflake hands on it.
Yes.
And it was so cool to see all those different sizes of hands. Yeah. When they line up together, it's like, damn. But the bracelet sucked ass. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that on your channel. Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
It sucked posterior glutamus.
Yes. It didn't have a micro adjust on that one, right?
Nothing. No. No.
Faux rivets.
Oh. Bad faux rivets.
I don't like those. Those bother me. I know it's not super obvious to anybody looking at it. I don't know. It's something else. I don't understand why. Also, I don't understand why that new Aquaterra is fully polished. It doesn't have the brushed mid case on. I don't like that.
Billy's got the same weather I do, and he's in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Oh, did he get the new Aquaterra World Time? I didn't see it. I don't follow
that channel.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I know I pulled one up last week or the week before, and OC said that he had been looking at one. I thought it was gold or 2-ton or something.
Stainless.
Stainless, you got a stainless? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good looking watch. It's bigger than this watch. This watch is 41. I believe that one's 43. But I love the blue on this one. Did he get the summer blue world timer, or did he get the regular, or one of the, what did they do, that green one and the gray one? They've done a bunch of them here last year.
His was a blue one.
It was blue.
That's all I know.
That's pretty blue. It is pretty blue. Yeah, I heard it has a cool micro adjust in the butterfly now, which is cool, in the black one. What I don't care for is it's all, the side, everything's polished on it. And it's just, that bracelet's a scratch magnet anyway with those polished center links, and now with this polished side case, I'm like, geez, it's just begging. One of the things I always liked about the Aquaterra and the 300M was that mix of brush and polish. My watch channel says Southeast Washington State is hitting the same temperatures. Dang. Father Artifact reminding everyone that life is too short, so have fun. Oh, he got the regular one with the rubber. Yeah, that's what. The rubber straps on these are amazing. They're so comfortable. This is the new Block Terra. Yeah, I like this. I like the bracelet because it's the bracelet off of the shades, so it's not quite as flat, and it has a micro adjust in it, which is cool. I don't like the polished side case, and I kind of like I like that teak pattern. Yeah, on the black you can get away with it. On the shades they can get away with it because it's all about that color pop. But it's, I don't know, very versatile watch. Yeah, it is. It's a great do anything, go anywhere watch. 150 meters water resistance. The 41 millimeter. I know I sound like a broken record, but you get the Caliber 8900 in it, so you get the double barrel escapement, you get an extra 5 hours power reserve, and you get the quick set hour hand, like on a GMT. And those are all good things. It makes it a very, very versatile watch. If you're gonna, anyone who comes to me and says I'm looking for a one and done watch, I always recommend it. It has a date function, so Brian will be happy.
Yay!
It's at 6 o'clock, so it's a proper date function.
You know what I really like?
What's that?
The Tag Heuer glass box with the date at 12 o'clock.
Okay.
I really like that.
You like that one?
Really resisting buying one.
Yes.
When they hit the secondary market and they're down to like $4,000, that might be tough.
Yeah. I don't see it. Oh, did you send it to my you might send it. Switch docs. Brian, your phone's going crazy today.
Yeah. I know this will shock you.
Okay.
But the pipe collecting world is very similar to the watch world, where there's some news of late, and then there's some really dramatic drama for the pipe collecting world that's been going on, and people are trying to draw me into it, and I'm staying out.
Oh, nice. Let's switch back another minute. Go back here. Come on. There it is. Why did it show up at first? Oh, so this is Alex's only Omega that he has. Oh, clap.
Love that bracelet. God, that bracelet is
such a good watch. So good.
Alex, is that that's pre-Swatch Group shitter, right?
Yeah, that was a relative, like your dad's or something, yeah. Right? If I remember correct.
That's right. The watch actually is fantastic, and the story's even better.
Yeah.
God damn it! Now you guys got me looking at those bedazzled Hublots again. Oh, shut up, phone.
That's a beauty. Yeah, late 1970 before Mega fell into darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, before the doors of Mordor opened up and swallowed him.
Yes. It's an absolute stunning watch.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, as they say. Uh-oh. The Miami cartel is in the house.
Lucha.
Yo, jabronis, yo, Florida crew. Yeah.
That's right, Florida crew.
Hey, yo, I got a problem with yous. You know
Go
what?
ahead.
You know what the problem is? The vote said Miami, and
Okay.
you know, don't nobody get through to Florida to Miami without coming through me first. So it's got to be Florida crew.
No problem. Florida crew. Florida crew.
Change the vote, or you might be sleeping with the fishes. Yo.
No problem. I'm outnumbered by you, BW, Ali Reza, Doc Mick in Florida. So whatever you say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and we got other people that you don't know about that we can bring out. Yo.
Lucha, listen.
Yeah.
This is you need to get rid of your place and come down here. Put me on full screen.
All right, hold on. You riding a bicycle?
Riding a bicycle, but Lucha.
Too many DUIs again.
Let me show you, Lucha. A palm tree is not going to destroy your house like that other tree. Okay, just come down here. Come to Florida crew. Okay, this is a regular house. Come on, it's time, Lucha. Join us.
I'm only coming down if I can live in your spare room.
Oh, for sure. I love this neighborhood. I've been looking. I wish I could flip my condo and move into one of these.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's like the bike ride on the way to the beach. All these houses have water behind them.
Yeah.
So you got all kinds of Gonzo streams today, bro. Here's your sign, Lucha. This house, perfect for you, Lucha. That'd be perfect.
But I have to work on Sundays if I move to Florida.
This is. Oh, I like that one.
We couldn't have a stream. I'd have to work on Sundays.
No,
you could have a turquoise. You could have a turquoise blue house, Lucha.
Hey, don't listen, Lucha. You don't go down there to the. You don't go down to South Florida where they got where the heathens are. You come up here a little bit, and then you got some old Southern blue laws and stuff.
Look at that one. That's a Buckley style.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Buckley style. That's cool.
Goofy Nuts wants to know, Brian, is there a place to buy and sell used pipes that you would recommend?
I already answered them in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I? Yes, I did on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Lucha, come on, Lucha. Palm trees won't damage your house or your front lawn. And this grass doesn't burn. Look, Lucha, it's green.
Well, my grass doesn't normally burn. Just that front yard section where the tree was covering it for the last 140 years.
Security, this is Brian. There's a fake Colombian drug lord riding a bike in the neighborhood again.
Mathis, Logan Hall says, Mathis is riding bikes here.
I'm riding bikes.
Yeah, Mathis doesn't need a seat on his bike. He just uses the post.
Evan G reminds us that the hurricane is more likely to destroy my house before the tree gets a chance.
See the sailboat?
Yeah.
Sailboat.
Sailboat going to the right.
Sailboat. Put a motor on it and actually go somewhere.
Original OC says Mathis traded the Durango for a bicycle.
That's right. It's off season. I got no work right now.
OC, the Durango's been impounded in the DUI lot.
OC, that last house is perfect for you. I'm going back.
Yeah. I'm coming back.
I can tell you right.
Alex wants to know if you can find some street alligators for us to see.
Oh, go on. I'll look by the bridge. I'm about to get to the bridge. This house is perfect for you, OC. Come on. I'll ride my bike over every day.
Mathis, let me tell you right now, you're going to have to change it to Florida crew, because if OC's moving to Florida, he's not moving down to your area. He's moving to my area because he won't have a choice.
Yeah, but OC would like to go to like the Hard Rock Casino for all the concerts that they have there.
He
OC,
won't.
look at the list of concerts at Hard Rock Casino.
Yeah, same one's over at Tampa. So what? 45 minutes, big deal. Yeah, he won't have a choice. You don't understand. He will be near me and not near you, and he won't have a choice.
Yeah, why are you riding those big knobby tires, Mathis? Evan's right. Get a road bike. Those roads are so flat, you hardly have to pedal.
Well, I got you. This is my mountain bike. So.
Are there mountains in Florida?
There's like trails. You know what I mean?
Nice Wrangler.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Refrigerator on wheels.
OC says 1 level, great for old folks like me.
Exactly. OC, I'll come over every day. I'll jump in the pool. You'll wake up. I'll be in the pool.
I don't know.
You go to sleep. When you go to sleep, OC, I'll be barbecuing. And then I'll jump in the pool. Then I'll leave. Everything all wet. My towel's wet. Come on, OC. Most people I tell don't move to Florida because you don't want it to get too crowded, but you know.
Yeah. Evan G says there's more train leaving my neighborhood than any line you could draw across the entire state of Florida.
I'm about to be at the bridge. I'll turn my camera back on in a second.
Twilight Artifact says this recruitment strategy by Mathis would have a much higher success rate in February for we Northerners.
Yeah. February.
Oh, once you see where I'm going, the recruitment, I won't even have to speak.
Ah.
You know, I was just sitting this morning as I was doing some laundry. I was thinking, man, I haven't worn long pants since. Well, I wore one night in June. I wore long pants. And then before that, it was in May sometime.
Billy says he heard that homeowners insurance in Florida is about $10,000 a year. Is that true?
Depends on the value of the house.
Mm.
It is more expensive here than in North Carolina.
Not as expensive as California is becoming. I was reading some articles about all the rate hikes in the state of California.
And that's something you want to be proud of. Huh?
Yo.
Someone wanted to see an iguana, right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. You see the tree that's straight ahead?
Yeah.
All right. On the concrete to the right of it, right on the ledge, right where the shadow ends.
Okay.
There's a huge iguana. I'll get close and then it's going to run away, but maybe you'll see it.
Zoom in. You have Zoom, right?
Zoom in. Can't zoom in. So he's right where the shadow ends on that concrete. You see it or no?
Maybe. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, he's moving to the right. See?
Yeah.
Like a 2-footer. He's got nowhere to run.
Tastes like chicken.
If I flank him, maybe he wants to go to that tree.
He's trying to get away from you.
See him?
Yep.
Oh, he jumped. He's
trying to get back.
He swam. Oh, damn. Swam away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can see him, but.
Logan Hall says Mathis fries iguanas on the grill when his cougars get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they swim like that. Jeez.
Mathis, don't you tell them cougars that when you're cooking up the iguana that it's chicken, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dirk Diggler says hard to get homeowners insurance in California, Florida, and Texas. I have to pay a $5,000 water damage deductible if I want homeowners insurance. Damn. Although, I think my homeowners insurance deductible is like $2,000, $2,500. Because honestly, anything under that is you're just driving your rates up to make a claim.
Yep. I've only had one claim on my homeowner's insurance that was worthwhile filing. The rest of them were like, just on the edge.
Yeah. That's like people were asking me about the tree. I was like, well, it cost me $2,600 to kind of that. I think it's $2,000. I think my homeowner's is $2,000 deductible. But I'm like, well, first of all, even if it was a $500 deductible, it's still not worth it to make a claim. It didn't really damage anything on the house. It just fell into the road, and better to pay the $2,600 and move on. It saved me from buying an Oris, Uh-oh, what do we got now here, Mathis? Mathis, you're muted.
That's okay.
All right.
Lucha, come on. House on the water, Lucha.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Lucha, you move there, you wait 5 more years, your house will be in the water.
So is there a debate going on about calling yourselves the Miami or Florida crew?
Oh, there's no debate. I saw that thing come up, and I said that we're Florida crew, and if we're not, then I'm forming my own crew, and we're going to kick that Miami crew's ass.
Oh,
There's nothing going on between me and Brian. It's all good.
I just believe in ground rules and firm borders and establishing them.
as it's going to be making some noise there. Alogic says, can you claim stolen timepieces on your homeowner's insurance, or do you have to insure them separately? So most homeowners insurance will have like a rider for like $5,000 worth of personal jewelry and stuff like that. Normally, what you're going to do is you can either put an additional rider on your homeowners for your watches, or what a lot of people do is go through like a jeweler's mutual or someone to insure those separately, so that you can get the value back out of them if something happens.
If you use your standard homeowner's insurance policy, they will try to depreciate the value of the item based off of the years you've owned it. If you do a separate individual rider and you have independent appraisals or screenshots of noted or expected, blah, blah, blah bullshit, then you don't end up with the depreciated in some cases.
Exactly.
Or if you have a completely separate one that specializes in timepieces and jewelry and stuff, then you're fine.
Yeah. Evan G says he has a separate valuables policy for his watches. OC says, I have a separate policy through Hodinkee. That's another one you go through. I've had Jewelers Mutual in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to want to have them done separately. Normally, it depends on the company whether you need to have an actual appraisal for the pieces, or if they'll just take them at what the current value is. But that's the other thing, you want to insure them for the current value if they're a little bit older. So you may have to get an appraisal if you have some older pieces, some vintage pieces, stuff like that.
And as we've been on here for the last 45 minutes, I sold 2 watches on eBay.
Whoa.
And I am now, I have 3 that I haven't listed on there. So how many do I have left?
Matt, this is quiet again. Can you say which 2 you sold, or?
Yeah, I sold the second edition of the Brian May Seiko 5, the gold one, the gold colored one.
Yeah, you were saying you were having trouble moving.
Yeah, I sold that one, and took a little bit of a loss on it. But I was never going to wear it because it's a fabric strap, and I was going to sweat through that strap, and it was kind of big and bulky for me.
Okay.
And to OC's credit, it wasn't hype enough for me. And then I sold a Seiko limited edition GMT that they came out with last year.
One of those.
What'd they call it? The Landstar or something.
Okay.
Good looking little watch, 39 millimeters, nice looking watch. Just not going to wear it, and I just about broke even on that purchase.
All right. My watch channel says insurance for firearms is similar unless you're like me and lost all yours when the canoe flipped over. Oh no. That's terrible. So we're gonna go for another 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go cut my grass. My backyard anyway. I don't think I really have to do much to the front since it's dead. As we noted before, with the tree being gone, it just fried my grass. 55 upvotes. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I really did. You guys have no idea what that means.
That's too many. Let me downvote a couple of times.
Oh man.
Come on, Lucha. One step away. Just move down to Jeep, South Florida.
Wait. Is that? Oh, that's right. Today's Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Fat Chick Bathing Day.
Ah.
Great stream, Lucha. Have fun, boys.
All right, Mathis. Thanks for popping on. Thanks for showing us around. Yo.
One of these days, Lucha, if you want,
yes,
we could do an evening stream, and I can walk around.
Disney.
I can walk around Epcot.
Epcot, cool. Yeah, definitely.
Just do like the world showcase loop around.
Yeah,
because that's about an hour and 20 minutes to really cover that.
Logitech says, I'm new here. What's no time to Rolex? Is Rolex a taboo subject? No, Rolex isn't a taboo subject. It's clickbait. It's true. I'm an Omega guy, and so I just, put up titles like that and to get the Rolex people to come over and yell at me. It's all clickbait.
Just because of you, I'm gonna decide which of the 5 Rolexes should I wear today.
Here's the problem. When I buy another Rolex, I know from my previous history with the brand, that's all I'm gonna wear. I already know it. I like it the best. I'll wear it the most. I'll hardly ever wear the Omegas. Then I'll end up selling those. You know what I'm saying, Brian? I already know. I already know myself well enough.
Yeah. All right. So the update is I have 2 actual watches still on eBay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more to put up on eBay, and then I will have alleviated myself of. Well, myself of 14 watches and my wife of 2. Mm-hmm. And at this point right now, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones that have come in to replace those.
Ooh.
4? 5. 1, 2,
See?
3.
Evan G gets it. He says, yeah, I basically don't wear the Guinness anymore. Occasionally crack out the other watches. That's why I want to consolidate to like a day date and just wear that as a daily.
Okay.
I get it. I 100% get it.
And I got to tell you, getting the phone call for that Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I literally walked in I went into the place the first time, like the middle to end of March, and they're calling me in June.
Yeah.
First week of July, whatever it was. It was late June. So that kind of screwed up my game plan for my final end piece move, because that took some of that money that I had set aside.
Yeah.
And then I had to, luckily I hadn't pulled the trigger on anything, and I was, so now I'm kind of, I may have to reevaluate my end game move too.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mm-hmm.
Changed everything.
So when you get down to 10 to, 8 to 10 watches or 10 or 12 watches, and you get one piece in, it alters the entire schematic.
Yeah. It does. It does. A terrible hobby. I think says, oh, okay, cool. If you're a Rolex wearer, you got ripped off. If you're a Omega wearer, you like style or something like that. You can't win in this world. Don't let people tell you what you like. Exactly. Like what you like.
Absolutely. Buy watches that you enjoy wearing, and that you when you look at it, it gives you a smile or a tingle or something. And if it doesn't give you a smile or a tingle, don't get it.
Yep.
Even if it says IWC Aqua Timer on the dial.
It should say that. What if I went to one Rolex and one Aqua Timer?
No, because then you get rid of your CK. What if you got rid of all the other? Here's the 3-watch collection for you. Are you ready?
Okay, gotcha.
Keep the CK thing. That's your one leather strap watch.
Okay.
Keep the Polaris.
Okay.
Ditch everything else and get the Rolex that you want.
Ah. So you're saying ditch the Aquaterra and the Seamaster 300. Can I keep the Seikos?
No.
Get rid of the Seiko. Okay.
You want to keep one Seiko as a beater just for yard work and stuff? Fine.
Well, I normally G-Shock that stuff.
Oh, see, you got too much shit already. That's what I did. I looked at every watch that I had and said, okay, how many beater watches do I need? I need one. And it ended up being the Seiko baby tuna with the little penguin feet on the dial.
Yeah.
That's my one. I don't care where it goes, what happens to it watch.
Okay. That's fair.
Then I've got my character watches. So I got the Snoopy Moon swatches, which I've actually been wearing a lot lately.
Okay.
And I've got my Mickey Mouse, my Disney stuff. That doesn't count. And then everything else is a watch that I don't want to be, I don't want to be out there weeding pulling weeds or whatever in a watch that's, I don't want to go down to the Dominican Republic or go on a cruise and wear I'll bring the little baby tuna with me, because maybe I don't want to wear a Tudor or a Rolex or something like that in a stop in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just need one of those.
Just one.
Everything else is just filling the box, and it's just staring at you. Right, Mark?
I'm not listening.
Right, Mark?
Probably true.
It's just staring at you. So put it back out into the world. Let it go someplace where it's going to be worn and used. And otherwise, it's just box filler.
Yeah. But if I would probably agree with everything except for I would probably move on from the Polaris as well.
No, see, the Polaris has the bracelet with the micro adjust.
That is cool. It's cool.
And it
can. If I got a Rolex, it's gonna be something that's kind of a go anywhere, do anything with a micro adjust,
But let me let me tell you why. This is why I like the 3-piece that I suggested for you.
Yes.
The Omega, you can wear it as a dress watch. You can wear it in a little bit more formal situation. It's got a little more class and style to it. It's interesting. The JLC is a little bit more of an enthusiast watch that's a little low key. not quite as flashy as a Rolex, and then you have the Rolex for all the other situations.
Okay. What if I kept the Aquaterra? Because it's on a rubber strap.
It duplicates it does the same thing the Polaris does, except it's got a date.
Yeah.
What do you need it for?
Why?
I
like it.
Okay, well, what if I said, well, if you got rid of all your other stuff, you could get into a white gold date?
I don't know if I'm a date guy.
How about a white gold Submariner?
Oh.
Well, then you'd have 2 blue dials.
Yeah.
How about a root beer?
I like the root beer. I like the Guinness.
Root beers are 17.5 to 18 right now, so they're right at about retail.
Right.
So you pick it up on the gray market, buy it out of state. You don't have to pay sales tax. What shitters do you have that you could get rid of? The Aquaterra. What else you got in that pile of?
The Aquaterra, the SMP 300, CK, and the 4 good ones. I've got 4 good ones, and then a bunch of Seikos and stuff.
So you're going to be scraping to get to.
And Oris.
You could actually get into the black and yellow green-handed 2-tone GMT, the one prior.
Yeah.
You can find those for 11 or 12.
Oh, there you go.
And that would be black and yellow like Pittsburgh.
Black, yeah. I had a black and yellow sub back. Aluminum bezel.
Yep. But that's got
Why don't they make a white gold sub with a black dial? I don't know. Rolex is weird.
Yeah. Well, then they did. They made it with the black dial blue bezel.
Yeah. And
then they made the blue dial blue bezel. And then Tudor came out with the Pelagos, which looks just like it.
Yeah. Billy says, see, it only took you a month to get a Rolex Guinness. That tells you that Rolex is having troubles too, but they are still number one. Well, yeah, they sell over 1 million watches a year. I'm sure the economy and some of the other things go into bringing the market is shrinking back to actually watch people rather than speculators, I think is what you're really seeing. Would you agree?
So I think what happened with me in particular was the sales associate that handled my watch sale. It turns out the lady that I met with the first time, she's the sales director of the boutique.
Okay.
And she put a note on my profile that the sales lady said this probably helped. And that the sales director lady was just impressed with how nice I was.
Okay.
So I think they wanted to get a watch to me and get me in the fold faster.
Get you into the family there. That's
yeah.
Good. All right, Michael, what's your question? We'll answer a question before we head on out.
Yeah.
He says, what D? I don't know what that means. I need more information. Billy says you can probably go to a Rolex retailer and get a root beer in a month or two. They're not going over retail. They're all gone under retail in the secondary market, so no one's buying them to sell them. That's the people, the flipping is much less rampant than it was because you're not getting the big money for them. So people have moved on to other things to flip to make money on.
Yep. But no, you could actually look at that 2018. I think they discontinued it in 2018 or 19. Was the yellow gold 2-tone?
Yeah.
It has the green markings on the dial and the green GMT hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I see those all the time around 12 and a half full sets.
Vintage 1960s Enicar 24 jewel automatic men's watch for repairing. Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that was and my new thing with watches is that if I just don't pick it up and wear it anymore, I've got to figure out why, and I've got to move it on.
Yeah.
The Disney stuff and then the Snoopy Moon swatches, I can afford to have those sitting there and not do anything with them, but everything else I can't.
Yeah, which makes sense. Richwatchholic Alex says, I waited 2 years for root beer last year, but I got Guinness when I walked in my AD last March. Things have been changing. Yeah, things are changing.
Yep, and that's great.
I am interested in a Rolex Datejust Turnograph. Any advice about this Rolex, please? So I own the Turnograph.
Yeah.
I own the 30. Well, I think they were all 3016 when they did the those ones with the red on them. But I owned. Oh God, I just found that picture.
I have been severely tempted by some of the two-tone versions of the Turnograph.
Yeah, I own that one.
Yeah.
It's a nice watch. I like the Turnograph. I'm not as crazy about the ones with the red. I like the little bit older ones. This one was a 2001, I think, when I got this one.
Oh, but see, I like the ones with the red hand and the red dates.
Like red hand and the red date?
Yeah.
Let's look one of those up here real quick.
Collector's 1946 has a couple that I've kind of...
Oh, yeah, we looked at those.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. I need to relook at the 36 case size again and see if I'd be comfortable wearing it, because my second Rolex was a OP36.
Okay.
And I don't remember ever thinking it was too small for me, but now I've just gotten so used to some of the 40 case sizes that I wonder how it would look. 36 would look ridiculous on you, Mark.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
but at the time, that's all they had. That's what was available at the time. I really liked my Datejust 41 was probably my favorite Rolex. I had all those problems with the hair. Here's one.
So Michael's wanting a blue or black dial on Jubilee.
Okay.
I don't remember if they did a blue. I don't recall seeing a blue dial.
I remember the blue. I remember the white and the black.
Yeah. And there's a champagne dial that occasionally shows up on the two tones.
Now you might be able, if you go to the older version, like what I had, they might have one. Here's black. Here's black again. Let's see. That's the black with the reds like you liked it, Brian.
Yeah. I agree with the Jubilee. I think it'll be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Let's see if I still have the one that I was drooling over bookmarked. No.
So I think for a blue dial, you have to go back to the older version. Here's a two-tone black on oyster. It's got the old papers.
Yeah. What a good-looking piece.
Yeah. Definitely a nice-looking watch. Yes, I wish they made those in the 41. I wish they would come back with those. Do a 36 and a 41. That would be cool.
41, I think, would be too big for most people.
Why all the hate?
Yeah.
So I think if you want a blue dial, I think you really have to go back to the older version, like the one that I had. It's a little bit different bezel and doesn't have the red on it.
Let's see if there's even one on an older one. Turnograph, Rehod, is that black or blue? That looks like a black dial.
Yeah. John D says, to be honest, you need to let your eyes adjust to the new scale of your wristwatch case ratio. But if you have a sub 7-inch wrist, you can easily wear 36.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 7.5-inch wrist, so they do wear small. And like I said, it's 3 inch. You know, the worst part about it is that about my wrist is, I mean, it's 3 inches across. So a 36, like this is a 41 with a 48 millimeter lug to lug, and it doesn't cover my wrist. 36 really looks. I've tried some 36s. I've tried some 38s. Like I says, I saw a blue one on Chrono 24.
Here's I'm putting an interesting one on eBay in the private chat.
Okay.
That's a blue dial. I'm not real familiar with this configuration, so.
All right, so that's mine, but with a blue dial. We'll share that tab. Boom.
With the Romans?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had the gray dial with the Romans. It's a great looking watch. And the bezel's white gold, and it pops. It really pops off that watch.
Yeah, that's a $6,000 watch on eBay.
Yeah. It's a shame because I think in 2001 I paid five or 55 for it, maybe 52, something like that.
Damn, you were rich.
I know, right?
Oh, there's a blue dial one on Jubilee with the red hand for $10,000 in Japan.
Ooh. Do you have a link for that one?
I'm getting the link. I'm not that fast. Linky. There you go.
There it is. Oh, there it is. I never saw that one before.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Are these from Japan? Swiss Watch Expo in Atlanta's got one for $9,600. The same watch. Does it have the standard clasp? No. Look at the it's
the upstairs. Yeah.
It's the Super Jubilee clasp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
When did they stop making that one?
My wife just bought a 26 millimeter date just on the Super Jubilee last October.
I mean the turnograph.
No idea.
Oh, that's cool.
You'd
I
think
never saw the blue. It looks good. It looks good in the blue.
Yeah, the blue with the red hand and the red date and the Super Jubilee. That's a
heck of a watch.
This is why the watch world is full of evil people, because now I'm going down this rabbit hole for a while.
John D likes plenty of bracelet view from top down, but if you've got a portly wrist, 36 might feel too small. No, 38. Yes, this is what I want. It's a great watch. Here's what's cool about that watch. Also, you don't see them very often. Even the variant that I had, you're not out. When you're out, even if you see, if you're out with watch people, you're not going to see that watch everywhere. So it's kind of cool. It's different.
No, and if I see anybody wearing that watch, I'm gonna automatically respect it.
Yeah.
And respect them for having it, because it's such a cool little niche of a watch.
Yeah, and I didn't even know it was on the Super Jubilee. That's really cool.
There's a white one at White Dial Super Jubilee at Collectors for $7,500.
Yeah, they had a pretty good price on a couple of those.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you Telegraph as a model. So bummer. Let me just do date just 36. 74.92. Sure, that's the white one. That's a good price on that. It's a nice watch. I can't fault that watch. I always liked it. I liked it. That came out after I got mine, and I remember seeing it thinking, "Oh, I like that." But again, it was the 36, and the 36 just didn't work for me. Looking Glass says he's used Swiss Watch Expo. They are reputable place. Yeah, I've heard good things about them. Treble says, I'll also bear in mind my eyesight isn't what it was, John D. So the more dial, the better. Yeah, there's that too. Get old. But yeah, Michael, that's a great watch. It's hard to go wrong. Hard to go wrong with that. Like I said, it's cool because you pull up, even if you're with a bunch of watch people, everyone's going to want to take a look at it because it's different. You don't see it every day. You don't see it very often at all. Mental Sock is back. He says, Brian LaPipe, drum tobacco is niche to those drum enthusiasts. Get your respect.
I just figured out who Mental Sock is.
Who is Mental Sock?
Mental Sock might be known as a medical professional in the chat.
Very nice.
Drum enthusiasts do not get my respect. Drum is shit. It's Invicta. It's Invicta Omega of tobacco.
Oh man, why do you have to lump Invicta with Omega? I fixed an Invicta watch the other day.
What'd you do? Smash it?
No, our Chrysler rep, our Stellantis rep, came in. He picked up a new car. It was a Grand Wagoneer, and he left some stuff in his old car. So he came back that night to pick it up. And my salesman comes walking over and goes, "Hey, he picked up his stuff, but his watch fell apart." I was like, "What?" So I looked, and the bracelet came apart. So I was like, "Oh, geez." So I put it back together for him. The end link had come off, and one of the links had come out. So I put it back together for him, and I was like, you're a big time Chrysler rep here. You might want to consider a better watch.
Don't pick on him. He's still driving the K cars.
He's a younger guy. He had the big old Invicta. He's like, well, because I'm not really a watch guy. I said, go get a Tissot PRX. He's like, what's that? So I showed him one. He's like, oh, that's nice. I said, yeah, at least something. Yeah. I said, if you go to Macy's at the Mall of Robinson, they had two of the ice blue ones in stock last time I was there. Grab one of those.
Please.
So hopefully he took my advice.
I actually had I had a Mickey Mouse Invicta that I liked, but it was just so big.
Yeah.
I actually bought it right and actually made like 30 or 40 bucks when I sold it on eBay.
Damn. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, Brian, I got to go cut my grass.
Yeah. I got to get up and do some stuff and then sit down and do more stuff and then get up and do stuff.
Guys in the chat, I appreciate everybody for coming over and watching. 55 upvotes. That where we're at? That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it very, very much. A good show, almost 4 hours. So hopefully there'll be some other stuff for your watch entertainment coming up. But appreciate everybody participating too. It's amazing how folks that don't know anything seem to gravitate towards these giant gaudy monstrosities. Yeah, it's true. It was big and fake two-tone and just it was terrible. It's terrible watch. But it's back together for good shit. Thanks, Evan. Treble, have a good day, the rest of your folks. To Michael, thanks for participating. Hope we were able to help you out, but that's a great watch. I don't think you can go wrong with that. Just find the right deal, find the right seller. And if you have any other questions, pop on one of the streams. There's always people willing to help.
Or
with that, go ahead, Brian.
There's always people also willing to hurt.
Yeah, but you'll find someone who will help you. Brian, are you ready for the world's longest outro?
Yeah. By the time you're done, I will have already folded that load of laundry and be back to say goodbye to you privately.
There you go. Thank you, Mathis. See you guys. guys, we are out. See ya later.